Hi, can anyone hear me? I don't know if Alpha's still here. I was playing around with software and my computer's not working properly. You can hear me? Okay. So I can't I can't really see what's happening. Like I can see it through my phone. So firstly, hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Apparently I'll answer your question. Okay. I just caught a little off guard because there's something wrong with my web browser, and then I was trying to test it, and then I came on live, and it's not even working properly. So, 1 second. I am watching this through a second screen, and I've had to mute. Anyway, okay. You don't need to know this stuff, but this is good that I was able to try it with a trusted subscriber. I'll probably unlist this video later so you can see it later, but I'll just take it off the main thing. So anyway, that's good though that someone was still able to get through. Okay. I think I'm using the wrong browser or something. But anyway, how is everyone? Maybe this is why I didn't come on for a while. Okay. So it's already November, everyone. Did everyone have a good full moon? I see Alpha. Thank you. Someone else made it in here. Oh, hi, Shimei. I don't have my usual software going, so it's going to be a bit harder for me. I'm more than happy to answer or to pull cards for your guys' questions. If you don't mind and can do me a favor of just going to any one of my last community posts and just putting an emoji under any one of them, that would be an awesome energy exchange for me. And then we'll do this. Okay. We've done this. Okay, so for Alpha, and then Shimei. And that's so cool. The people showed up even on a mistake. Will I get interviewed for the programs if we do the 4:30? Okay. So I'm going to do this for Alpha. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestral of Alpha. If anyone coming, maybe I should just leave a note here. Okay. So, spirit guides, angels, ancestor of Alpha for Alpha's highest good. Will Alpha receive an interview? Let me know if, just because my software is really weird today, if you're still here, then let me know. Say yes or a check mark or something. Okay, this deck is not responsive. Let's try a different deck. Are you nervous about this, Alpha? Okay, let's take a few deep breaths. And I know it's really silly and you're probably rolling your eyes, but do it with me. Humor me. There's anxiety. There's like 2 people in this room and there's anxiety. I feel anxiety here. Okay, Shimmy, I said I'm going to try a different deck. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and Alpha. I don't know if it's the software or something. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Okay. Oh, whoa, it's weird. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. Sorry, again, the software is like delayed and off, and I can't really see it, so I'm not really sure what you guys are looking at, but I think it's in view. this is a maybe. I'm not sure why. Here are your cards. There's conversation here, so I'm not sure if that is that there's an interview and there is conversation, or if there's conversation back and forth while you're waiting for clarity from them about what's going on. But that could also just be anxiety over. I don't want to say anxiety. I don't know why I keep using that word, or something, whatever word is you're comfortable with, like concern or just thinking about what's going to happen. There's either a thought either on your side or there, or something in the process which makes one question whether or not it's fair, or if like there's already a favor, or I don't know, like there's something that's not quite following the rules of that. So will you get an interview? I mean, I would put this as a maybe to yes, because I like to be positive. So I'll say maybe to yes, but I can see the apprehension here for some reason, and I'm not sure why. What is the apprehension for? Since there's two of you here, let's just see what we can get. Apprehension, communication, starting, something not happening. Oh, so I haven't gotten into it yet, those two programs. No, that's fine. I because this would be kind of like the two. I mean, people who watch tarot, right? This is kind of like the Two of Swords, and then like the Knight of Swords here. So I mean, there's thoughts and questions and things, but it's not like a bold yes. I'm just trying to clarify this. There's some like waiting, like some investment not coming. Like there's cards showing investment, then also an investment not coming through. So that could just be the current energy of waiting, more than because I don't like to like I believe that you can change energy. So I don't want to. There's no outcome you can't change, but I can see some dissatisfaction with waiting or something not happening. I'm not really sure why. I'm just going back to your version. Interview for the programs you applied for. Okay, let's see. Let's pull one more card and see. Is there anything else you can say regarding? And Chame, if you're still here, I'll also pull you a card, so don't worry. But in the program, engineering, Woodward 11. So one is engineering. Do you have a back, like 1 second, Alpha, I'm just getting something. Do you like? Is your well, you don't have to answer this here, but I will unlist it so you can. Do you have like an educational background that's more suited to one than the other, or is this more like your experience or something? Hold on, let me just see if I can. Is engineering a strong? I feel the engineering energy more, but I don't know if that's because it's a no or if it's a yes. I'm not sure. What do you want to tell me? You're trying to tell me about engineering. Ooh. Okay, that's it. Is there something else about energy out? Energy out. For those. Just for this. Okay. Okay, so I do. Oh, well, that's great. Just on a non-card sense. That's awesome. You should for this. I'm not entirely. I can see there's some disappointment here in the cards. Okay, or it could just. I don't know if it's a disappointment of just the disappointment of the delay, or it not being as fantastic as an experience as you expected. Meaning not the program, but the application process or something like that. But all that being said, there's a stronger energy of the engineering program right now, and I don't know if that's because they're making decisions sooner, or if that's where you're headed, or rather because that's not the way you're supposed to go, but I can feel that one. So I'm just reading this. My operations and supply chain. Yeah, I can feel the construction engineering here. I can like feel it in the cards for some reason. So, but there's also some cards coming out of disappointment. So, I'll try with one more deck, the one that didn't want to come. The other deck, when I was doing it as well, it showed a card of like technically a no card, but like, I mean, there's no reason it would be a solid no. So I'm just trying to understand what that is. I'm going to try to use a different deck. Ooh. Stay there. Where's the other deck? Or you know what? Let's try and use an oracle card and see what happens. Should we do that? Let's try that. Okay. Let's do a straight up one like that. Yes, Chimay, thank you for waiting. I'll pull you a few cards too. It's just because this is an inadvertent stream. I'm going to unlist it later though, so everyone doesn't have to watch it. So you guys can just watch it. Okay. So we're just going to try Alpha's question again with this card for a clear thing. So that just gave a lot more information around it, Alpha. So as you know, maybe some of those energies coming up have to do with other things in your energy, has to do with the program itself, has to do with the application process, just your hopes and dreams. So let's ask for a clear one. Are these programs leading towards an intern? Okay. It's not a straight page. Okay, I'm going to stick with, I'm leaning towards a yes, okay? I'm leaning towards a yes for the interview. I'm trying to just get rid of the other energy, but I can see in the cards in the different decks, there is some other kind of heavy energy on here, but the energies are not like a, no, this is the wrong path for you. No, don't go. They're not those kinds of energies. They're just, I'm not sure what the energies are about here, but I do see structure, process, like things associated with that, which I mean, it can be associated with architecture or engineering, right? But things like you're talking about operations and whatnot, like, so I can see that there. So for that reason, and even in the other deck, if you'll rewind, go back. You'll see cards of that thing. So there is something about like structure and design. I mean, that could be architecture too, but I don't know why I'm feeling more engineering. But there is some heaviness here. There's a weight of something. I don't know if that's going to be the weight of the program, the weight of the decision making, or just your own thing. But I'm just going to go with that they like your application so far, what they've seen of it. Okay. That's what I feel. Yeah, no, and like that too. Sorry, Chame, hi, I am love and money. I'll pull you guys cards as well. I'm gonna pull cards for everyone. Yeah, because too, like sometimes I can pick up energies too, and I know because you've been around here for a while, and like we have our like connection as a long time subscriber. I am picking up like there is a heck, you heard me use the word anxiety early, and then I kind of pulled it back. Like I can feel like not like a sad depressive energy, but I can feel like a bit of a hectic energy. So it could be just your worrying energy and your stress energy, and then you being sensitive to other energies that's coming up. But I don't, like I said, I don't see a solid, like absolutely no go thing. So I'm going to assume that it's a maybe yes, because I think maybe we're just blocking it right now somehow. Okay, I'll ask that one more question, then I'll go into the next one. For those of you guys who are in the chat, if you want me to pull your card, just make sure to go put an emoji under one of my posts in the community section. Just put an emoji there, and then I'll make sure to pull you a card in this live for free. Okay? Thank you. Just going to see if the resume was. How did they like? Sometimes specific questions, like Alpha, you already kind of know. Sometimes the specific questions work better when energies are all over the place. Yeah, your resume was good. Yeah, like I don't think the resume is the issue. There could be other things, but there's just a lot. I think the programs are thinking about a lot of stuff too for some reason. But as the process moves forward, just remember to advocate for yourself. But your resume was good. That was a clear answer. Yeah, you got this here. I was actually in my head, I wanted to see this card, but with the books and stuff. So yeah, so your resume was good. I think it's more just your worry plus them and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I have. Well, of course, Alpha, you're more than welcome to. Okay. So thanks, guys, for finding my funny stream. My software is glitching today, as I said. So it's a little, I don't know what's going on, actually. It's still glitching. Okay, cool. So all I ask in return for answering the cards for free is that you post an emoji under the post and the community section of my channel. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to go and to me, and 1 second. I think I'm using the wrong browser is what I think is happening. Okay. So are you guys able to do that? To put an emoji under there? Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. I'm good. Okay. Okay. And can you tell me which one you posted under? Under which one? I'll pull you guys cards anyway. This is just a feeble attempt at keeping the channel alive so I can keep doing reads. Is it under the short or is it under the post? Well, okay, to me, I will look in a second, but I'll answer your question first because you've been waiting for a while. And then I will go look. And I trust you that you did it under the post. So let me go and answer your question. Thanks again, Alpha. Okay, I'm just going to go back up to Shanae's question. Will Miguel still be romantic? Well, still be romantically interested in me during our next date? Okay. And for if I am love and money, and I don't know, that Pradhan person left. Okay. Okay. So will Miguel still be, sorry guys, like I know I keep repeating myself, but my browser isn't working, so I'm like using it off a different thing. Okay. Will Miguel still be romantic? Do you mind giving me, I don't know, I didn't ask this normally. Do you mind giving me your star signs? Do you know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of 1619. Firstly, to me, 1619. I might be mispronouncing your name. Before I pull the cards, it is not about whether Miguel will be interested in you romantically. It's about whether you will be interested romantically. But that's not the cards. That's just me trying to be a good, big sister. Okay. The cards are like, okay. Okay, spirit guides, ancestors. These cards, this is weird. Okay. I might go back to the other deck. Yes, they will be interested in you, but okay, what's this about? Goodness gracious, all of you people. Why is there some history here with okay, so I want to say yes. But hold on, there's something here that I'm not understanding. Okay, so basically, the long and short of it is, yeah, like I think this person likes you. Okay, Cancerian and Virgo. This person likes you. Okay, this person likes you. They're interested in you. They're attracted to you. They're attracted to your personality as well, which is really important. But and they like there's reciprocal energy, but there is, so I don't know if this is your, like, if there's just some past hurt that you're carrying into this, or that Miguel's carrying into this, or something that went on between you two, or like a friend group area. But there's something here. And if you saw with Alpha, like sometimes I pick up on surrounding energies which are like not yet processed by the person asking the question. So let's just clear it. What is this? What is this related to? Okay, there's some issues around, like, okay, so again, so I don't want to mispronounce your name, but Chime. There are some issues here, but I really have no idea if these have to do with Miguel, if they just have to do with past stuff in his life or in your life. But there's some past issues here, but I'm going to say that, yes, this person is still interested in you. And let's see. Yeah, they're still interested in you. That, yeah, they like you. They're interested by you. They might be slightly over analytical. Like they might either you're worried they're prone to self-sabotage, or they're giving off the impression in how they're talking or engaging with you that they're kind of putting themselves first, but they do, in their heart, they genuinely like you, I guess, if that makes sense. Oh, okay. So, well, then this is what I think this is, all this stuff. This no contact stuff is, it was very hurtful to you or to them or to him. Yeah, it was, there's pain from this no contact thing. There's pain, there's an end, like there was a feeling of like it just not going the way it's supposed to have gone. And I don't know if you or him or somebody thought about if there was other people involved and stuff like that. Given how I've tried to clarify the first card that I say yes, I do think perhaps you should approach this a little cautiously, because even though they do like you in their heart as a person, they like you. But people can self-sabotage stuff all the time. Now, whether they will or they won't is up to them, right? You know, they can be mature about it or not. I feel like I'm getting this energy like this person should act a little more grown than they do for some reason. But anyway, okay. That's not to say that they're immature, but I don't think that they're in their full divine masculine. No, yeah, they may or may not be ready for a relationship. So I just like proceed with caution. I would say like they genuinely do like you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a healthy relationship or a healthy connection. If you know what you get my drift, kind of thing. Yeah. So that's kind of like the energy that's there. But for what it's worth, they like you. They're attracted to you and all that. But like sometimes if someone's not fully there, I would suggest also that maybe you try to get to the bottom of the no contact. And if there is hurt feelings either from your side or there's like it kind of be sorted out. And then and remember, energies always change. So whenever I pull cards, I'll see a difference after there's been an interaction, because you know his energy could change or your energy could change. So yeah, so that's what I have for you. Thank you for letting me pull for you a card. And so I'll move on. I'm just going to go down the list. Thank you for subscribing and giving emojis under the posts. Oh, not listening. Okay. Oh, okay. So you don't have to do it under. So thank you for those of you who liked and picked the stuff under the video. That's very kind of you. You can do that under the, okay, doesn't matter. But you can also just do it under a community post, whatever is easier for you. Okay, let me move on and stop yapping. What is wrong with my software? I wish I knew a computer person who could help me with this. Okay, so I'm going to just scroll back up. I'm having to use my phone, guys. 1 second. So today, alpha. I am love and money. Yes, to the law of attraction. Okay. I am loving my name. Scrolling down. Taylor, is there a new person coming in love for me? Okay. Are you here, Taylor? Yes. Okay. Is there a new person? I was just like recording. I was going to record like like all sensitive, because I was getting all these downloads and hits for like stuff about like people coming in love, and I'm feeling like I should. Okay, but it's hard to get views on that, and then it takes up time. Okay, spirit guides, angels. Maybe I'll do that at the end of this video. Okay, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. And I've already forgotten your question again, like the specifics. Is someone coming in new in love? Okay. Well, maybe I will, as long as you watch it and leave a comment. Is someone new, with the emphasis of new? Is someone new coming in love? So this is something you think about. Okay. So I know I've said this before if you've been listening. Sometimes for me, when I pull cards, I really let the energies and the guides talk, and they often give me the tea. They'll start sending out cards that have nothing to do with your guys' question and be like, you know what, like so-and-so is really stressed about something, if you go back and see the read. So anyway, there is a little bit of stress around this question for some reason. Why would there be stress? Because I feel confident energy from I am love and money. Okay, yes, I feel confident energy. I feel like I am love and money is a go-getter, but we're getting slightly defensive energy on the question that might not be related to the question. It could be related to something else. Let us see. Can you give me a clear answer? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors is a clear answer. Is someone coming you soon before the end of the year? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, maybe, for sure. Okay, for sure. There's a potential for some love to come your way, love and money, over the next few months. There'll be something that piques your interest. I don't necessarily see a specific, as soon as I said I don't see a specific person, I do. Okay. I was going to say I don't really see a specific person, but there might be some people with potential. Right now, as the energies stand, I don't see something that says like, yes, the love of your life is about to walk in. But again, that depends on you, not on the cards. But there's certainly some new start that can come, is coming. There is, like I just said before, there is some energy here about being worried about something and stressed out, or just overthinking something, and a little bit of like defensiveness. This could be the result of even like you just trying to be positive and saying, I don't want bad energy in my life, I want new energy, but kind of like vacillating between the kind of new like if you're into manifestation, you know, those types of energy. So it could just be that, or it could just be you're trying really hard to move on from some negative thoughts or something. But anyway, we won't try to interpret that. But yes, there's a potential for something new coming. Possibly could be a water sign. We have water, air, and fire here. But something that could be sweet and nice and fun, if not the most serious. Yeah. That's what I have. Is it the X? Okay. Hi, Queen. If you rewind to the beginning, my software is glitching. I came on, Alpha was here. I started reading, and a bunch of lovely people came in, so I'm still reading. I don't know what that's about, so we won't do a deep dive into the X. But was the X an air sign? I don't know. I shouldn't ask, or a water sign. Okay, let's assume. Let's do it this way. Then if there is a new person, they're gonna have fire somewhere in their like big three, or Jupiter or Venus or something like this. But it could just be like you just like, I mean, you manning up. You're not man, but like it's like you, like, you know, or you could be, it doesn't matter. Like it could be you just getting them out of your energy and being in a better place. So I'm not sure what that's about, but yes, definitely this is like, I'm going to take this as a yes, as something new. And if even not a new person before Christmas, I would say potential new energies, you catching glances with someone and feeling the positive energy of love, if that makes sense. Okay. Thank you for your patience and waiting. I am like, oh no, the X stressed me when he popped up a few weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. And that's what I'm feeling here a little bit. Because like I was saying, when I read, like other energies come in when I'm reading, and if that's in the person's question, when they're asking me a question, it comes up in the cards. Whether I feel it or not, it will come up in the cards, and the cards will make us wait and get it out before it'll answer the question. So, you know, I'm sure you seem like someone who knows like the way how to go about, you know, dealing with that stuff, and not letting the X drag you down, unless you want the X back, but you know, that kind of thing. Thank you. I've been feeling a little bit more on point these last few days since the full moon, which is weird in like some in personal readings I do. I've been like it's been coming a bit more easily to me. Like, well, it's not that it comes easily to me. Just sometimes it's more of a slog, and sometimes it's just like the energies want to talk. It's like this whole Scorpio season. Anyway, okay, let us move on. Okay, so thank you. So if you want a free card, and Queen of Swords is here, who's the moderator. But if you want a free card, then make sure to leave an emoji or a comment under my last community post, or wherever you want to leave it. Just leave something, because that is the energy exchange that makes me sure that I can answer your question well. And if you want a detailed reading, although I'm doing detailed readings right now, you can always donate. Okay, let me go back up. Okay, so is Clea Moon Sunstar Tarot still here? Shuffled message. So thank you for letting me read for you again. I am Love and Money. Hi, Helga. Hello, Helga. I will read for you after. And there's also Pragati. Okay, so, and also Sharif. Sorry. Okay, there's little people. I saw those 3 people. But if that Clea Moon and Sun Tarot is here, let me know. Okay, I don't see them. I like the person to be here when I read, so I'll move on. But if that person comes back, I'm happy to pull a card for you. So we'll go on to, so we see Helga is here, Aisha is here. Yes, thank you guys. I appreciate, because there's something wrong with my software, so I can't say. I'm going to assume Pragati is not here. Oh, no, you're here. Sorry. Clea Moon Santa. Okay. Do you want to ask a question as opposed to a shuffled message? Because for like the free ones, I just try to use a question to guide me. It's just less taxing for my energy. So if you have a question, I can work around that. Usually I go with a yes/no question, and then as you see today, because this is an accidental live, and for some reason the Scorpio season and this full moon is really has all these messages, I'm more than happy to give extra cards. Oh, you are here too. Okay, everyone's here. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know you're all here. Make sure to like this. Make sure to subscribe. And leave a comment or an emoji or something under my last post or video. Okay, does Elsie feel the soul bond, and will they be coming to you soon? You know, Clea, I'm going to use a different one. Actually, can I call you Moon Sun Tarot? Okay, Spirit Guides. Do you have a channel as well? Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors, Moon Sun Tarot. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so short answer is yes. Are they an air sign? Are you an air sign? I can feel that you want this person to come towards you. I can feel that you want to manifest this reconciliation for sure. But can we get into their energy? It's sometimes hard for me to get into a person's energy off a yes/no question, like off the free questions, but I'll see what I can do. What else? Oh, I think, and I might just be picking up on your energy, okay? Moon Sun Tarot, because for some reason, that's how it's gone for me for about 15 years when I read tarot. It could just be your energy, but yes, there is reunion energy, there's a revisiting energy, there is a soul contract, emotional energy here. Your energy is really, really strong, and Elsie feels your energy. They feel your energy. I can't say with certainty, obviously, if what I'm sensing is their yes is them feeling your energy, or if that's what they're doing on their own impetus. But I'm going to say yes, they feel it. How did you phrase the question? Do they feel it? And they can feel a desire for wanting to come back together. I'm going to try one thing, Elsie. Let's see. So not Elsie. I called you Elsie. Huh? Okay. Sun, Moon, Tarot. Is there anything you want to add to it? Ooh. Okay. there are some challenges in the connection between you and Elsie. Either it's in the past, you'll know what those are. They could still be in the picture, the obstacles, but you seem to have a really like potent like energy of this like eternal bond or soul bond kind of thing. So I think you might have enough energy to pull the two of you over the hump, so to speak. That makes sense. So yes, they feel it. In terms of coming back to you, I can feel it's in your energy and it might be strong enough to impact them. So water. Oh, okay. I already forgot the card I saw. That means, okay, so probably people are thinking about it. Someone's more in their head than their heart. So you might be more in your heart and they might be a bit more in their head. But that's kind of like the short of it. But yes, they do feel, I can sense that they feel it. I guess energies will tell what will happen between the two of you. So thank you for letting me pull for you and read for you, and certainly come back and check again and we can see if the energies have shifted. Okay, thank you for the likes and the subscribes. And please post a comment. I'm going to just if you want. Okay, thank you for letting me. I hope that helped, Clea. Okay. So I don't have the regular software, so I'm having to scroll back up and see who was that. I know I just called a few of you and you guys are all still here, so I'm going to go back and look who came after Clea. So after Clea, it was Aisha. And then after Aisha, it was Pragati. Okay. And then whoever's coming in new, thank you for coming in. And you guys will come in after the people. I'm just going down the list in order. Okay, so yeah, thanks again, Aisha. I saw it. So can you post your question? And Helga, yeah, you'll come after Pragati. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Moon Centero. I like the energies lately. I felt very connected. I don't know why. Okay. So okay, make sure to like and subscribe, guys, because that's important for even when I'm reading. Sometimes if I've made that request of you and you haven't, even when I read, sometimes like the answers. And then also I know sometimes people like to unsubscribe, and that's fine, you can, but just be warned that sometimes the answers and energies I get will change, because that was like kind of part of the agreement. It's not like something I'm trying to do, but so be careful. So if you don't want to say subscribe today, then tell me in advance and I will pull from a different deck for you. How about that? Okay. Spirit guides, angels does for Aisha does Ahmed Hussein have emotional. Does Ahmed Hussein? Yeah, he has an emotional attachment to you. I would say right now it's a little bit more like friend energy. It's a little, yeah, it's more friend energy. But they like you. They're I don't know if you know what the word smitten means, but they're kind of smitten with you. Yeah, this is like clear, whereas the other ones, right? This is nice, clean, fresh energy. They think you have potential, whatever that means. Maybe you think they have potential or something like that. This is, yeah, they like you. You guys might see each other at some kind of event, or I'm not sure if you're going to go to an event together, or you're wondering if you're going to see them again, or the next time you get to see them again or something. But yeah, they have an emotional attachment to you. Okay, they have an emotional attachment to you, but I'm not sure if they are going to invest in a relationship yet. Now, I don't know if you want a relationship with them, but that that may or may not be something that person is ready for yet. Where's Aisha? Okay, so Aisha, that's what we are getting for you. Hold on, yes, okay. That was an online just he won't invest. I don't feel yeah. So that's what I saw too. I saw that he is not investing, but so you know what, I should also you should be really careful. Sorry, I'm just thinking of what deck to pull from here. You should be careful of what in a situation like that where somebody likes you but they don't want to invest, because um your heart can get yeah, you could start getting like feeling used and sabotaged. Yeah, so I just kind of pulled a card here to just look at the effects. This might become an unpleasant exercise with him, because he's not like, even though he's going to, it's this mixed messaging of this person, they like you, they feel emotionally connected to you, but they don't want anything more. You could end up getting hurt with that. So maybe, so as a warning, just like maybe make your intentions clear and don't put too much time into him until he's willing to put that time back in, you know? So that the cards are confirming that, like, you're feeling that, and the cards are confirming that, and I felt that as well in the cards. But they do like you, I guess, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, they do like you. So somehow maybe you can look into ways like how to have conversations, look online, how to have conversations with somebody who's not, like, to ask them straight up, are you going to invest? And maybe if you don't want to, that's fine. But then get that clear straight up in the front, or else you might get hurt, is what I just saw. Like, I saw feelings of like, you're going to feel sad if this person leads you on. You know what I mean? Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you, Aisha. Then Pragati, then Helga. And yes, so for anyone coming in, I'm following the order in the chat. Make sure to leave a comment or an emoji on my last post or video for a free card, because that's really important. As you all know, I can tell where you're all from. It matters because, you know, people are watching. Okay. Don't worry. And also, Aisha, energies change. So this person could change their mind and come forward to you in a different way in the future. Okay. Pragati, your question was, will your abusive ex-family stop blackmailing me and leave me and your family in peace? Okay. It's a difficult, heavy energy question. Let's see, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. But I'm going to pick a different deck for that question, Pragati, because decks keep energy. Okay, so thank you for everyone coming in. I'm just going through the order of the list. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Pragati, are you still here? Smitten, you can look it up, just Google it and see if it makes sense to you. And then you can come back and ask me if you want clarification. I'll still be here, Aisha. Okay, will your Aries with body step up, please? Spirit guidance and Daddy's highest good, please give us some direction. Oh. Oy. Okay. Okay, so I can see this is a difficult time, Pragati. Will they stop? So maybe not right away, but eventually. I think eventually they're going to come to terms with what's happened, but I think they're still really caught up in whatever's gone on between you and your ex. And they're trying to deal with them themselves. I'm not really sure why or what is it that they're trying to deal with, but they are trying to deal with something themselves. Let's get someone. So I think the more you act and behave, you and your family act like you've left this in your past, like that. I mean, I don't know the details, and you don't have to share them here on a public stream, but like, just the more you and your family are more like, just like, yeah, this is in my past. I've moved on from this. I'm not emotionally invested in this anymore. I'm moving on to new adventures, new scenes, locales, and stuff like that. The more you do that, the more you'll be able to create distance from them. And the faster you move past this, like, they're going at a certain pace. So the only advantage you have is that their desire to stop interfering with you is a bit slower than your ability to move past it, which is faster. I can see this is stressing you out though. Oh boy. Oh yeah, you're really stressed out by this. Okay. So yeah, so take care of yourself. There's some mirroring energy between you and their family. Um, so by mirror, I don't mean in the sense that you want this or anything, but because you and your family might be letting their, which is normal, letting their energy, like their tactics, affect you guys a little too much. And of course, which is normal, especially if someone's harassing you. So try your best to kind of like somehow like protect yourself. You know what I mean? Ask Source, Spirit, God, like for a bit of protection to separate your energy from their energy, because the cards that it came out here when I was asking about them, and then the cards I was clarifying with here, they were almost an exact match, which was a little bit eerie on the bottom half. So their energy is seeping in, to your guys' energy. So don't like find a way to keep their harassment away from you. Yeah. So try, even more than deleting socials, trying yourself, do the meditation work or the prayers or whatever to say that this is not my life anymore. Like do the spirit energy work. Okay. Because I can see it affecting you. So, because this is when I ask these questions, I ask your guys as spirit guides. I'm not asking about theirs, and your spirit guides are asking you to protect yourself more. Okay, so don't worry, energies always change though, Pragati, and I'm sure things are going to get better, because ultimately I do see you coming out okay. So just keep working at it and hopefully it'll do. Yes, start praying more and it should hopefully work. Okay, good luck. Thank you for leaving an emoji and subscribing and liking. And guys, remember, and if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just tell me you don't want to subscribe and I'm going to pull from a different deck from you guys, okay? As opposed to subscribing or not, because then that'll be bad energy, okay? Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. Okay, I think it was Helga next, right? Okay, I'm just going down the list, guys, for anyone who's come in here. I'm a little behind. I think Queen just came in and left. It's probably late where she is. I think most of you are overseas people, no? Overseas meaning I'm in North America, okay. So I think it was Helga. I want to say it was Helga. Yes, okay. Helga, Helga BJ, sorry. What is your question? Can you write it down? Again. Helga. Oh, I don't want to go get my charger. Okay. Helga. Who was after Helga? Oh, Mahapara. Izzy. Mahapara. Izzy. Aniket. Thank you for posting. Mohana. Okay. I'm just getting the names after Helga. Okay. Okay, so you see love coming soon. Okay, guys, make sure that if you are getting a card from me, make sure to subscribe and like. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just tell me and I'll still answer your question. I'm just going to use a different deck. And leave a comment under my last community post or video or an emoji, okay? Guides, angels, answer. You have to do it, because I'm telling you have to. And the full moon energy is here with me. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Helga. Is love coming into Helga's life soon? Ooh. Okay. So this is something, as you've seen, this is something that has caused either you, like you've thought about it, you've worried about it, it's been quiet, meaning the love that has come or that you're waiting for hasn't really been what you wanted, or it hasn't come in. You are trying to manifest, or you're hoping, you're saying positive. Okay, Spirit. So do you want to give us any insight about this? Is something going to come in for Helga? Okay. So actually, Spirit's also telling me, okay. So if you believe that love is going to come in, it will come in, is one thing Spirit is saying. Spirit's also asking you to be more specific, Helga. So like if you do you want love, or do you want marriage, or do you want a relationship, or do you want a fun holiday fling? Like, for whatever reason, Spirit's giving us more counsel on your question. So Spirit's asking you, Spirit, God, Source is asking you to be a little bit more specific about what you want. There is something that's, I don't know if you're sad that the love you've wanted hasn't come in, or if there was somebody in your past who made you think or said something to you that made you feel like love won't arrive for you the way you want it to. That's coming up in the cards. For some reason, you're overcoming that energy. Now, I don't know if that's just your imagination or you really had an experience like that, but we do see that, and for that reason, Spirit is giving counsel. Okay, so you said marriage, so then ask Spirit for marriage. So I think if Spirit is saying to you, ask for marriage, that means that Spirit is open to it. It's not really saying to me right now something's coming soon or not, but I do see things moving towards you. Like if you look at this card, you see how it's coming here. Something is coming, but it's also surrounded by a lot of cards still of time and healing and quiet and reflection. So it's hard to say if it's soon, because that would depend on how quickly maybe you become ready in the eyes of the universe for that marriage that you want. I'm not sure if you practice any faith or church or religion or something, but I don't know what is this turning to? I guess it's saying that then you could pray if you do. But there is this thing to like that, and it says that it shows me that you already are healing, or feeling better about whatever your sadness was, but it wants there to be more recovery in this. But it also shows that you are on the right path. I suppose it says that you're on the right path, but it is, so if you feel like it's been quiet and there hasn't been love in the marriage you want, Spirit is echoing over the thing. Yes, that's true. It isn't there. So that's okay. Yeah, you're healing. Yeah. So that came out here in the card. So it's showing us that you are healing from something. So that sometimes until you're ready, Spirit won't. Spirit needs you to be more clear and decisive about what you want. And as you go through that process, you'll become more ready for that love as you see it and want it, and Spirit can send it to you more clearly. Okay, so thank you for letting me read for you. Okay, I am going to go back up to the thing. I should have made a list. I don't know what we want. Okay, Helga. And energies change, Helga, so you should come back again and we'll pull for you again. Okay, so after Helga was, I think some people removed their messages, which is fine. Oh, Mahapara and Izzy. Mahapara, Izzy. Okay. When will I get married? Okay, and then after that. Okay, thanks, Mooney. Yes, I will for sure. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm taking time to make a list from Mahapara. If someone wants to do that, they can do it. That'd be awesome. I'll pull you an oracle card. But if not, okay. So Mahapara, Izzy. Okay, so I see Mahapara. If Izzy's still here, let me know. Otherwise, I'll go in there. Okay, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors of Mahapara, 11. Again, if you haven't subscribed, that's fine. Just tell me and I'm going to use a different deck, okay? Oh, that's not a when question. Sorry, Mahapara. These are yes or no questions, although I'm answering way more than I normally do. I'm going to say, will Mahapara get married? There's something changing. What's changing? Same thing. So I don't know what your situation is. There's something in your past or something, Mahapara. So something's changed, something's transformed, but you're turned over a new leaf. Yes, and you are heading towards a new beginning. So will that new beginning be in? Okay, yeah, there will eventually be some kind of a relationship like marriage here for you. like I said, I'm not doing dates on the free yes or no questions. Okay. But I do see a relationship that you have turned over a new leaf after a big transformation. I think this was a major transformation, but it's not spirit showing. It's not fully time yet. Like it's not, yeah. Okay. There's been some major ending, but it looks like you've moved past that ending with a lot of confidence and sassiness. Okay. But, that connection isn't, as of right now, that connection isn't soon yet. But if you do whatever work spirit and God wants you to do, then it could come sooner. But right now there is marriage, but it's not, it's there. I don't know if it's not there because you haven't agreed to something or you're still waiting for something, but it's there, but it's not finalized, if that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that it was like a really major, like a really, really major thing. But I can see the cycle has turned very quickly. So I'm not sure if you've processed all your emotions or you kind of, maybe you're the type of person who doesn't need to process. I don't know how to say, like some people move through breakups faster than others, if that makes sense. So I can see in your energy, you've moved past it. I don't know if you've moved past it like in a way that's, how do I say, yeah, okay, learning lessons. Wow, the cards are really on point tonight, guys. My God, I don't know what's wrong here. You're still learning some lessons. So I guess marriage will not come until you finish learning your lessons. You might have sped through a little bit of your healing and pain, Mahapara. So you might want to go back and reflect a little bit. And I know it's uncomfortable to sit in pain, but you might need to do that to help bring new love and marriage in faster, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay, that's it. Oh, Queen's back. Hello, Queen. I was talking to you. I don't know if you heard me talking to you before. I am. Hold on one second. Let me just go back. Izzy. Is Izzy? No, Mohan. Mohan. Aniket. Oh, there's Aniket. Okay, one second. So there's Mohan, Izzy, and Aniket. I know some of you posted your questions above, but if either of you are here, so Mohan, Izzy, or Aniket. Izzy, Mohan, or Aniket. Yeah. Okay, and so these three people aren't here, then I'll just keep moving. My software is not working, which is how I ended up here with Alpha. Do I need to bring my charger? Thank you for letting me read for you, Mahar, and you can come back again and check. So make sure to like and subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just tell me you don't want to subscribe, and I will still pull you a yes or no card. Just tell me that. And I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. If you rewind to the beginning, you'll hear like my software is not working, and I got on here and I thought it was just going to be one person, so I thought I read some more, and I'm reading this off a delayed timeline. Anyway, you don't need to hear all this movie. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking so much. Okay, I think Izzy, Mohan, and Aniket are not here, so okay, of course, Queen, but that's fine. You don't have to either. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. Okay, who's after them? It might be, okay. Oh, there was someone named Shatiria. Shatiria, if you're here, let me know. Otherwise, maybe I'll talk to Mooney. Maybe it's that. You know what? I have to grab my charger. So you are here. Okay. Okay. How about I answer your question, Shatiria, and then I'm going to go grab my charger, and then we'll do Mooney. And I know you posted, but do you mind posting again, my dear? Because me scrolling up and down on this old technology during Mercury retrograde, is that happening now, as Mooney pointed out? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Shatiria for Shatiria's highest good. Where's the question? Shatiria. And thank you for posting a comment under the post. Oh, I see it. Okay. Will I cross paths with my crush again? Okay. Will you cross paths with your crush again? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Ashateria for Sagittarius, highest good. Will they cross paths again? It's too many. I don't like that. I'm going to pull again. Do I dare look? Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Ashateria for Sagittarius, highest good. Oh, it's funny how sometimes it increases. Okay. Spirit guide, angels, ancestors. Okay, this deck does not like your question. Let's see why. Let's try a different one. Why doesn't it like your question? What is it? So usually when that happens, Shateria, that means there's something else going on. Okay, whatever card needs to come out regarding Shateria's situation, let it be out. Okay. Shateria, will Shateria cross paths with her ex? Oh, okay. So yes, there's a chance you're going to cross paths with your ex again. But before it told me that, it told me that there is a time, either you're in your head or in your thoughts, or they are, or whether it's about that. Well, we're asking about the relationship. So I imagine that about whether there's going to be what you were just asking, whether there's going to be a new start. It hasn't really come to fruition the way you want. Maybe it's been silent. Maybe there's been no contact, something like that. I'm not sure. Just there hasn't been the communication you wanted. You've been in your dream. You might have been dreaming about your ex at times. Yes, there is a strong chance you could cross paths with them again. Will it be beneficial is interesting that you asked the question. And right now, the energies are not going to answer that for us. They're not going to tell us, yes, it's going to be beneficial. And they're putting a little bit of, oh, wow, another hesitation on it. So whether it's beneficial or not is going to be up to you. I'm not really sure what that means. So it means about the past, whatever you guys went through, and like why there is this rethinking and the silence between you guys. So will it be beneficial is going to depend on how you choose to meet the moment. That's really weird. I don't usually say meet the moment. I don't know why I did, but that's it. Oh, you want to know context. These cards are very accurate right now, guys. The Scorpio full moon, I tell you. Yeah, so there's a strong chance you could cross paths again, but you'll have to assess the situation about how it ended, why it ended, who didn't give enough. One person had to do a lot more than the other person in love. Someone was coasting a little. Yeah, there's like a bunch of issues. Wow, there's a little bit of stuff to unpack here between you and your ex, which I'm sure you've done because you're trying to do that and you're thinking about it and you're being reflective about it in your questions, which makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would depend on like what their energy is in terms of whether or not it'll be beneficial. I feel that you probably have, because we're pulling for you, you probably have the ability to make it a beneficial experience. And I think in their heart, they care about you, but they still have some lessons that they need to figure out. I don't know if they've had some issues in their past relationships as well, like in terms of them and their exes or something like that. He's a crush, not an ex. Well, you know what I mean. Okay, I am going to grab my charger, guys, because my computer's about to go outside. Okay, hi. Sorry for the delay, guys. Hair's come out of my ponytail. 1 second. Okay, enough with this long hair. All right. Where's my glasses? Okay, here we go. Here we go with this old software. All right, so I think I know who, I can't remember the name, but yes, I know who I was reading for. So I hope that helped. That was Shadaria. So let me, if energies change, certainly let us know and we can check in again. And but yeah, whether X or not, there's some stuff there. So thank you for letting me read for you. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Amuni. Okay. Hopefully you guys are still here. Oh, was there, okay, were any of those people still here that I asked about before? Izzy, Mohan, Aniket, and there was one other person. I'm not sure if any of you were here when I called for you, as none of you were here. Okay, so I'm going to go on to, oh, there was also no Hasemi. If you come back, I will, and make yourself known, I'll read for you. Okay. Okay, thank you, Shatiria. Thank you for sharing your energy. Okay, so I'm catching up here, guys. Sorry about the delay. Okay, so I have no idea. Okay, I don't like my new YouTube software. Oh, you are here. Okay. Yes, for sure, Mooney. Okay, so I'm going to read for Queen and I'm going to read for Mooney, but before I do, I'll pull a quick one for No Has. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. No Has for Sam 81. Can I do that? Okay, I'll pull a real quick one for them, and then am I going to do Mooney first or Queen first? Okay, so go ahead, Sam 81. Drop your question, and then we're going to do the donated reads. Yes. All right, guys. Have you all felt intuitive during the Scorpio moon? I have. Cards and reads are flowing out lately. Okay, my question was, will I ever be in a committed relationship with a... So I'm going to say yes without looking at the cards, but if that's what you want, that's what will happen. But okay, please, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Sam 81. And I know that's not your name. I apologize. That no Hassan. Okay. Okay. Yes. What you give is what you will. Okay. So Spirit's giving guidance here. You will receive what you give. So I don't know if you feel like you've given a lot and not gotten what you wanted in return, or if you have been hurt in the past and so are scared of giving. But there is a reciprocal thing. This is a complicated topic. Not complicated. This is a, yes. So basically, yes, there's success here. We have a bunch of sixes here. Okay, there is something we'll quickly clarify here. What you give is what will come back to you. Okay. Oh no, Sammy. Okay. So sorry, I just got my indications for there's a lot more going on. Okay, well, Spirit, can you summarize a lot more going on? So I don't know if something happened in the past that caused you to be sad, or you've seen something like in a family member or a friend, or even a movie or a story, or if it happened to you, but some potential that didn't come through and some other emotions that are dealing with that. So we won't try to break all that down, but in general, there's a yes. Okay, again, going back to the energy, you will receive what you give. And so whether that's just needing trust to learn to give again, okay, you're giving it, so maybe that's the hesitation. So in that case, what's the advice? Oh no. Okay. Guys, I have to pull one. Twice Spirit has shown me the oracle. So now I have to pull you an oracle. 1 second. So I have a symbol in the cards for when an oracle is needed. So this is advice. So basically, yes. The short answer is yes. But as you said, I got the energy of giving and not getting, and you said that too. So what is the advice, Spirit? This person feels. Okay, reflect on your priorities. Okay, so for, I don't know if you're an air sign or something like that, but there's something about, so since you're saying you have given, and I got that image too, so maybe it's about investing too quickly. Maybe Spirit's asking you not to invest as quickly. Okay, Hassami? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so it's asking you to develop a okay, thank you, Spirit guys. It's asking you to say that yes, you will be one day in the type of relationship you want, but to find more reciprocal energy. So you can always give a little bit, but then you wait and see if it's reciprocal in return. Don't ever make the other person your priority when you're exploring things. Make sure that that these people are here for the right reasons and not going to take advantage of you. Develop a solid foundation of friendship or connection or shared joys together. And if you take that process, and slowly the person who's meant for you will find their way. And also be clear, as I felt for someone else, be clear about what you want. I mean, I know you are pretty clear. You said a committed relationship with a good loving partner, but maybe even be more clear. What does a good loving partner mean to you? Sometimes things like that can help the universe answer the question for you. But I think it's really positive that we have here, which is essentially the Six of Pentacles and the Six of, I was going to say rods, but wands. Anyway, so these are both cards of success. So that only happened in one other reading where it was really clear like that. And so I think that's there. So, and also prioritize yourself a little bit. Know that you're the star of the show, so to speak, and then use that energy to see what you attract in. Okay. So thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. And remember, energies always change. So I'm sure as things move on, energies will change, and what will meant for you will come to you. Okay. So Mooney. Was I going to read for Mooney first and then Queen? Okay. Hi, Magni. I'm going to be doing 2 donated readings, and then if you're willing to wait around, I can read for you after. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Guys, remember to do. Thank you for doing that. Okay, I think Queen might have, she said she had 2 questions. Hers might go be a little detailed, so I'm not really sure. And I also don't know if Queen's still in here. I don't know. Because Queen said she wanted 2, detailed 2 for herself. So I could maybe go with you first, Mooney, now that I think about it, which is what I should have said instead of asking you that. Sorry. Oh my God. I am very grateful that the software glitch worked out to people showing up. But I apologize for not being prepared. Okay, will the property manager... Oh, we are going with Queen first. Okay, sounds good. Okay, 1 second. I am trying to find another deck. Hold on. I'm going to go... Why do I want that deck? No, I don't want that deck. Okay. Will the property manager CP stop me from getting the job I applied for? How is a... Okay. So let's do the yes or no first. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Queen. Queen of Swords, the air sign. The royal air sign. Queen, your energy feels more solid than maybe last year. More, not solid, more rooted. Okay, there are roots. I don't know if that's what that means. But I'm seeing like the roots like you'd see in a cross section of a garden of a plant. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Oh, okay. No problem. Okay. Will the property manager stop at the job? Can the property manager's energy block Queen? No. No, but you're right to sense that you think that they are trying to, their property manager's energy is up in your business. This is true, but no, they can't stop it from happening. But they might try, but you're going to try harder. No, no, okay. Thank the dear Lord for it. I like it when the energies are strong. Queen, your energy feels very rooted. Like I know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It feels a little more like anchored right now, which is cool. No, they won't be able to. They might try. These are your cards. Again, I don't have the right software, so I can't. There's a bit of a delay in what I'm seeing online, and I can't see exactly what I'm showing you guys. But these are the cards here. So they can't stop you. They'll try to interfere, but like you are the Empress here. You're going to come out on top as long as you stay in your not just queen but your empress energy. You also have a hidden weapon. I'm not really sure what that means. You like not a weapon, hidden talent. You have like a secret something in your back pocket if need be. I don't know what that means. I have no idea if that means just like showing up at an interview earlier, or if it means you have dirt on this person, but it means something. So that's the yes and no. You feel rude. Yeah, like I don't know, rude, it sounds so silly. Sorry, I don't, that's not the right word. I've heard that rooted means something like rude in Australia or something like that, if there's any Australians here. Okay, is there anything else you want to tell us about the work thing before we move on to the other question? There's people like biting at your ankles. Like, I don't know, like there's some lower, like your energy is like much higher than them. So there's like a bunch of page energy coming out, like kind of nipping at you. So I'm not sure what that's about. But it feels like you got it under control. So do whatever it is you're doing. Again, you have some hidden thing, like you have someone on your side or something, or you have experienced something on your side that's helping you. Okay. That's what we're going to do for that. So what was it? Okay, A. A is somebody different than RS, right? Right, that's fine. Have we read for A before? Which deck you like? The classical deck, right? Is that one you like, or do you like the? Oh my God, where's my light seers deck? Why is everything on the floor? Guys, help me. Okay, no. Okay, let's put this back here. It's so funny if you guys could see it. There's like cards everywhere. Like if someone liked tarot, this would be like a dream right now here. My room. Oh, here it is. Okay. I think you like the classical deck, no? I actually have a new spread I was using. I was like really doing well. Okay. How is they currently feeling about me and what are their next actions? Okay. Okay, let's focus, guys. Okay. All right. So yeah, because I can't really see the chat all the time. I can't see what's going on. Okay. I think it's this deck you like. So let's try this one. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Queen. For Queen's highest good. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Queen. For Queen's highest good. What are you doing? I want to pull from here too for actions. Okay. Oh, I can. Oh, I just saw what the screen you guys are seeing. Oh no. Should I pull this up a bit more? Okay, stop messing with this. Okay. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and queens. You know, there's another deck. Just give me a second. I'm feeling a different deck for you, but I don't know what it is I'm feeling. I started giving a bunch of my decks away, and now I miss them. No, that's not the one I want. I think I gave away the one I want to use. Oh well, that's fine. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors, of Queen, for Queen, for us, for Queen, for us, Queen, for Queen, for us, Spirit guides, Spirit guides, what is a who? I don't remember a, but and I apologize if they feel familiar. So I must have pulled for them at some point. But can you tell me what their sign is? Spirit guides, ancestors, sun or rising. Wow, they're making me shuffle a lot for you. Spirit guides, ancestors, okay, I'm not gonna do reversals. No? Yes. Okay. Okay, I'll fix the reversals 1 second. Who is A? Is A new? Because I'm seeing not fully new energy here. What is the challenge? Whoa, what happened here with you guys? Okay. No, I know they're a love interest, but I don't. Are they? Do you guys have history? Oh my God, how am I going to reach for that deck? Hold on 1 second. All right. My jankies. Because I'm seeing. So okay. So I don't, and I apologize if I should remember this or not, Queen. But if you guys have history, then I will read this differently than, or otherwise I'm going to assume this is their past. Because there is there is cards here of like past stuff. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, okay, let's do this. Let's focus. Messages are coming. So how did we say this? Oh, you do have history. Okay, that makes sense then with the cards that came out, which you can see as well. Because you know what the cards mean. So how do they feel about you? Okay, so you feel attractive around them. They find you attractive. They like pursuing you. They see a future with you. They see potential with you. But you're kind of like, well, what's going on then, buddy? I hate it. I hate saying buddy, and I said it, and I don't know why. Interesting enough. Okay. So something's got you in your head. I'm assuming it is their lack of action or the action that doesn't align with something. The connection itself. The connection's a little quieter than maybe either of you want it to be. So like what's happening in the 3D. Did someone write something and I went away? Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen as much. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm missing your guys' messages. I have this weird software. So the connection is, why does A feel so familiar to me? Have I read for A before? I must have read for them before, but at the same time, I don't feel like I have. Anyway, okay. So, wait, did I read this for you to personal? Okay, stop talking and read for Queen. So in the 3D, the connection is quieter than it should be. There is, okay, let's go back to this. There's something you are waiting for. I know you asked about them. Okay, so it's not where you need it to be yet, is what I'm feeling. So how do they feel? They're attracted to you. They want to come towards you. They feel a connection with you. They can see potential with you, like a future with you. Like, wow, okay, they think that. So this person has like super positive feelings with you. Well, what's the problem then? Oh, wait, I'm not asking the problem, sorry. Oh no, not that card again. Okay, we need to pull oracles. Okay, wait, let's focus. Is this person a Scorpio? If they're not Scorpio, they are being affected by this Scorpio season. Okay. Anyway, so they see if they have actually thought about this idea of like, oh, like me and Queen, like it's not just about the flirting and this and that. There could be more, and it actually they feel like, yeah, it could be more. And sometimes they think, oh, but it would be hard. Like there would be certain things that would be hard to deal with in the real world if you guys were to get together. But at the same time, sometimes they're like, no, it would be easy. Things would be easy with her. So sometimes you do things, or your guys' history or whatever makes them think that things would actually be somewhat smooth. And then sometimes they probably get in their own head and think, oh, it would be heavy. But they do imagine a home and a future with you. Now, what is holding up them revisiting this is them thinking about it. They're thinking about they're thinking about drama. They're thinking about things that didn't make sense, confusion and drama. Now we got to pull an oracle. Is this person, did you guys have a relationship that failed, or are they in a relationship, or have they, because like there's a challenge showing up indicating while I look for my oracle deck, sorry, let me grab the Moonology actually. Okay, a relationship is coming up as a bit of a challenge here. What just fell? Oh, maybe this one fell because it wants to be read by you. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to shuffle as well. Okay, so there's some challenge of either the two of you being able to take this and make this into a relationship, or that they could have a family commitment. It doesn't have to be that they have like a person on the side, but it could be, I don't know, they have kids or a nephew or parents, or they have some kind of home obligation. There's something about family that's probably okay. But wait, there's a card here that tells me, which makes me have to pull an oracle when I asked for about this action. Okay. So is this for them or is this for Queen? This is for them. Okay. So in terms of their relationship that failed, okay. So, but isn't this the same story as this other dude? What is wrong with the men's? Okay. Okay. So in terms of this, yes, we see the idea about revisiting and a hesitancy to revisiting, something to do with not being sure how to proceed, about not making you upset. I don't know why they would make you upset, but they don't want to make you upset, about drama that could ensue because of something. For them, they have some fear. So this is for them. I got my symbol for the oracle. Yeah, there's some Scorpio. They're really being affected by the Scorpio season, is what I'll say. They have fears that they need to work through. If it was them getting the reading and not you, it would be that they kind of are like, oh man, why? Like, here's this one: be bold and make the first move. So they're holding back from making a move because of fears. Let's see if we can get a little bit more on these fears. What are these fears about? Okay, about investing, about what will come from it. There's a timeline. Ooh, Queen, I just got a timeline issue. Is that his timeline or your timeline? Okay. Anyway, there's about investment and the fruits of what will come from it. The fears are you I don't think you guys are at a distance, are you? Are you at are you not physically? Well, we see some, maybe it's the action distance. I know. That's what I was about to say. 1 second. About being rejected. What else is the working of the fears about? Again. Oh my God, it's the other. Okay, they want more oracles. Okay, so let's try. Which one will we try for? Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, this is why I pull this deck. Okay, so basically this person is scared to make the first move. I don't know if there's distance. They're scared of being rejected. There's some distance. Let's just see. Can you tell us something more beyond the fear of commitment, spirit guides, angels, ancestors? Okay, so they have something else in their energy, like what we felt a little bit before. Timeline. Hi, Eva. How are you? I'm just in the middle of reading Queen and then Mooney. And I messaged you, and I'm really sorry that I've been in my. I'll talk to you in a second. Their timeline. I don't know. I just heard the word timeline. I don't know if they're on a timeline or you're on a timeline, but I'm seeing it strong. I'm still seeing it like a little tape measure, like with lines, like when you, I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know if they think you're on a timeline or they're trying to get something like, okay, so normally this isn't the cards, but like if I was thinking about timeline relationship, I'm thinking, what is it normally people think about starting a family and something like that. I'm not seeing, no, I did see those cards. Oh my God. Okay, there's something about starting a family and timeline, but let me just go back to why they're scared. Something to do with they haven't processed something about love, either their past relationship or they haven't processed how they want love moving forward. Is this connected to starting a family? Is this connected to starting a family? Sorry, I'm getting kind of specific here. No. Okay, what is this about? What is this connected to? Okay, I don't understand this. Let's try it again. Let's do this deck. Oh, the other deck? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Oh my goodness. What the heck is happening? All these cards are like intermingling now and make one super deck. Okay, so they haven't finished up with something else. Is that what the drama is? What else is there anything else about what story is not finished? Is there anything else? Is there anything that's clear? Answers only. No, it's too much. One clear card. Spirit guides, able to just one clear card. Okay, so the word secret came up in two different, sorry, this is not in view. It's two different decks. I put them away. There's something that's a secret for them. Now, whether it's like a secret, like as in they have a secret, they're keeping something secret, or they're just like holding some of their emotional baggage in. It's something that's stressing them out. Okay, let's try. I was going to say, I don't see that it's a person. Let's just try and see if it is a person. Secret. Can you tell us anything about the secret? Oh, okay. So it's something to do with like just their life and their finances and stuff like that, or just where they feel they should be. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be a person. It's just like about not feeling ready. Okay, it's not going to give us much more than that on the ready front. Let me clean this up a little bit and just go back to kind of action. So move through fears. Okay, I did see something about, I don't really like to pull this deck when I'm doing a detailed reading, but I did see something about, let your friends help you. Okay. You might even, I'm not even sure if you're like kind of a little like, I don't know, maybe it's because they're taking too long or something like that. But I see you still wanting to give this thing a chance and wanting, like you see potential here too, and so do they. Like there's like true love here. There's the 10 of Pentacles and all this type of stuff. But I heard timeline and the children card came up too. So I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Can you clarify? But I put it away when I saw it. What? It's just because it came out funny. Oh my God. Okay. This is super specific, Queen. And I'm just going to say it. And it might be completely wrong. And it might be symbolic of something else. But I don't like know if there's a desire for family on either of your parts. If somebody, I don't know if someone already has kids or doesn't have kids, or if there's a desire for that. It may or may not be something you talked about, but it also might not be something that one or both of you can't, maybe there might be, oh God, it's a public, there might be some issues with being able to have a family in the way that you want. Like I'm getting very clear imagery, like male. Okay. Okay. Let me put it this way for public live. I think if, like, I don't know what, like, if you guys talk every day or occasionally or whatever, but like, maybe even just if you're just friends right now, or if you're flirting, I'm not really sure what the status is, but like, maybe you should have a conversation to have some conversation about family or future family, and that might progress this energy along and clarify something. It's just coming through so strong. I'm going to see what the universe has to say from this deck. Let's see. Like, I'm feeling it, like, yeah, there needs to be a conversation about family. And I don't know why. I don't know if that's just simply clarify for them to get something off their chest, for them to hear you say something. I don't know. Spirit guides, evil ancestors. Are these backwards? Oh, these are. Okay. Again, we're going to shuffle again. Hi. I don't have my normal software. I can see someone came in. So hi. I'm just in the middle of a bunch of donations that might take a while. So it might take a while. You don't have to stick around. If you leave your question just before I end the live, I'll try to answer that, and you can come back and check it later. Thank you, though, for dropping by. Something's coming through about kids, and I'm not really sure. I think there needs to be a conversation about kids or family. Like, I'm just going to leave it at family planning. Yeah, there needs to be a conversation about it. I don't know what it is. I can't, beyond that, it's my brain coming up with things as opposed to cards. But what I can sense clearly for spirit is that there needs to be a conversation about family, given the words that have come through. It could just be something that they want to hear you say or something like that. Or maybe it's something they want to tell you. What does the universe have to say about this connection? The universe has to say. Come on, universe. Do you have long hair? Do you have braids? Are you thinking of changing your braids? Okay, so the universe says this. Okay. Okay, so the universe says that whatever has gone on, like whatever is sad or good, like between, like anything that makes you feel not the best about, like the things, the baggage, not the baggage. Yeah, like the baggage that exists normally between any two human beings who have a past, including you and A, but that can be overcome. The universe points that out. It's going to require a bit of work and effort in both of you being on the same page, but like regrets can be overcome. So I don't know if that's related to like past stuff or related to the current bout of inaction and A's fears, or it has to do with this conversation about what do you call it? Conversation about families. And Meg, did you say changing my brain? Yeah, I just got a hit that said something about your hair, and it just directed me to your hair and braids, and if they're being changed. I don't know. I went back to A, but yeah, that came up. I don't know if A likes your hair, maybe. The universe does feel that somebody is a little maybe too immature in this. You know what, Queen? This something about families coming up again. I hate to say it. I'm not getting details through, and I don't know if the details aren't coming through because to me right now the details feel like they're not coming through because I'm actually being blocked and being told this is enough. Like you just need to talk about discussing family. Your hair is braided, yeah. So I'm not sure if A likes those braids. I don't know if you've thought about changing them. I don't know if you've ever worn your braids up, like around the side, like if you take your braids and put them like that, like put them on top or something, or if you've put like color through them. Okay, I don't know what there's all this about. Yes, there's something strong about braiding and hair. But anyway, why are they telling me that? There's how they got me on here. Okay. Ask about family. Oh, even yeah, sorry, I can't read my software's off, so I can't read everything, but let me finish up Queen and then I'll go check. But yeah, don't worry. I owe you a question. So you can leave your question here or wait until the end or whatever. Don't worry about that, Eva. Family. Okay, so it's possible there's a bit of immaturity, but there's something here about family and children, and I don't know what it is. Okay, let me see. I'm going to use one other deck to see if Spirit will give us any insight what that is. Yeah, Eva, I'll totally after Queen and Mooney, I'll read for you. I owe you a question. To the journey. Okay, Queen, what I'm getting again, you guys Spirit wants you to have a conversation about family. It could be simply that Spirit wants you to have a conversation with this person about family. It could be that there is something to find out about family. It could be that it's just something for them to get off their chest. It could be something inconsequential, but it's there. Yes, it's there. Oh, yep. Oh, grounding. I was telling you, you feel rooted. And I got this for you. Go deep, explore your... Yeah, there's something about kids and family. I don't know what to do. It's stressing me out now. Okay, because it's like, it's not something that's happened yet. It's not a conversation we've had. Let's quickly, where's that other deck? That's kind of a useful deck. Oh, there's not the deck. Where does that go? It's just telling me, sorry, I'm looking for a particular deck. It is telling me that there needs to be a conversation about kids. I don't know why. That's all it's telling me. And it won't tell me anymore. It's not a matter of like cards. I can feel like they're like, this is all I want to share to Queen through you at this time now. Like, this is what I'm getting from the guides. Let's see, is there anything else? What did I do? Oh, actually, before that. Okay, so before that one, let's see. Is there anything you want to enlighten us about kids or I keep switching from kids to saying family. So I'm not sure why it's telling me to switch from saying kid. I'm interpreting as kids, but maybe family. I don't know. Maybe it's parents. Maybe it's aging parents. I don't know. Okay. Spirit, anything else about this? Open to perspective. Power. I don't know what that means. It's not the right deck. Is there anything else about family? Could it be something about family, like family time, being at home with family, the time you need for family, the time you could need for family? Yeah. That's all I'm getting on that thing. I am going to focus on this thing about the action from here. Hold on. So that's what okay. So basically for feelings, this person likes you. They're attracted to you. They see a strong potential or future between you. I don't know what they do for a living. Oh, okay. That's another thing that came through. Oh, sorry. I should go quicker. I don't know what they do for a living, Queen, but I don't know if you're like, if they have gone through a rough patch in terms of their living or job in the past, or they are now, or they're thinking of making a change and they worry about their living or something like that, but they're impressed with your new job or something like that. I'm not sure what that's about. What's this about? Okay. Can you give me something clear beyond fears about action? Next action they're going to take. Okay. Okay. Hi, Chaya Sharma. So we're just on some donations, and then if I have time at the end, I'll be happy to pull a yes or no for you, Spirit guiding from ancestors, a queen for queen size. No, they are in a protective energy. They're not really moving with actions right now. So they're a little on the defense when it comes to action questions. You know, this A person is Chaya, if you leave your question here and I get to the very end, even if you don't wait, I'll just pull a yes or no card for you at the very end and you can come back and check later, okay? Okay, so back to Queen. This was like the energy that's coming out for like them with actions. I'm also feeling with this A person, like I'm feeling like they're like more open to like things like tarot and astrology than the average person. I'm not saying that they're into it, but like meaning accessing, like they're being clear, or I don't know if it's just that it's easier for me to read right now during this full moon period, but it's like their energies are coming through clearly where it's like not offensive or rude, but they're just like, listen, this is where I am with action. I'm not sure what to do. I'm scared and I really have nothing more to tell you. Like I'm getting this kind of like straightforward type of energy answer from them. So this is temperance and some ones for them in terms of their next action. So let's try to see a little bit more about it. I won't anything come up. Okay. Not invest yet, not ready to make a decision. That's too much. I'm just trying to get to the root of their. Oh, it seems again that same story, like like something that they're just not fully ready to invest in something yet. But why? But why are they not ready to invest? There's still some trauma for them. What is it with all this trauma as we get older? Ugh. It's best to like be 16 when there's like minimal trauma. Path, collect for path, searching for. Okay, what are they searching for, Spirit? Let's talk. Let's be clear. No, not that one. This one. No, not that one. We want a full deck. Okay, they want a full deck. What? Ah, you came up. So I don't know if you are the history, like you are the trauma in the past, or if it's just because the Queen of Swords came out for me trying to get to sort of why they're nervous to invest. So I don't know if that's just them, their energy of being in Queen of Swords energy, or if it was a failed attempt at a new start with you in the past. But they are skeptical of pursuing emotions and being too vulnerable. They like certain things about the single life. Like they feel safer a little bit in that. They're still looking at different options, like not options in terms of people, but just they're thinking about their life and what brings them happiness and stuff. And they're still a little bit in their dreams and thoughts than action. Again, the temperance came out twice here for them. So, temperance, sometimes we can look at it. I mean, everyone who watches tarot knows, like, there's something to do with patience, temperance, waiting, conserving energy. So that's kind of just where they are right now with actions. But this is like, energies can change all the time. It's hard. Like one thing that I've really come to see in the last few months is like, it's hard to, I'm going to pull from something else. It's hard to predict because people can do what they need to do. You know what I mean? Like there's no, like, it's us who are determining our future, like there's no hand in the sky that's figuring this stuff out. I am going to ask here one more thing. Is there anything you can tell us about actions? Potential, best case scenario for action, best case scenario for action, best case scenario for action, best case scenario. Okay, so the best case scenario for action. So if they get their stuff together, if A gets their stuff together, oh my God, Queen. Okay, sorry, I have to look at the chat. Is anyone ready? You have had the Temperance card come out with reference to the action question from 3 separate decks. So the Temperance came out in this one, in my little clarifying deck, and now this one. Okay. So this man is like, leave me alone in terms of pushing me to make a choice right now. It could just be Friday night. I don't know. But best case scenario is that this person is slowly going to come around to the idea of feeling safe and comfortable to express their emotions towards you in a way that's beyond just like fiery, flirty, like just like something meaningful and deep where they're willing to share with you. So that's the best case scenario. But even the best case scenario, they're just like, I'm Temperance, for God's sakes. Their energy feels good though, you know, like some of the other, like, meaning they don't feel like a lost soul, which sometimes I used to feel with RS a little bit. This person feels more like they know what their issue is, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything's coming up. Okay, let's wrap this other one. Sorry. Oh, what did I want to ask? Oh, well, you don't have to tell me, but what's this trauma about? Is this trauma about you or somebody else? Am I being nosy now? There's some detail about this trauma. I don't know what it is. Okay. Okay. They, like, I don't know if they've expressed that they have like they have deeper feelings for you than I think you might realize. And they might even not want to like think about, they might just be someone who doesn't like to go too deep, but for whatever reason there's a little more deeper stuff there. I don't know why is there more deeper stuff there? You fit the bill. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe they've been able to have conversations with you. Maybe you're a little deeper, or they've had a deeper connection with you than they've had with others in the past. Something about time. There's something about time and timeline again, and I don't know what it is, and they won't tell me. Anyway, I don't know if that's just their own timeline. Okay, let's just get. So what's some advice? Okay, no. Give me some energy on 3 and then some advice. Oh my God. Yeah, because he's like more comes across as like this like Knight of Wands energy, but when I tried to dig deeper, I could see like more of a like the moon and the hermits coming through, but he hides that. But I just asked for a card that kind of sums up him, so I just think this is funny. This is not necessarily what this means if you read through the guidebook, but it says never-ending story. So I don't know if that's like Queen going through a never-ending story with these people, or if that's them, but there's something that they're contemplating that they're just going in circles over a little bit. So, and they have, if you look at this image, like the heart is like they're under them, trapped in the, they're, okay, listen, I know I've said it a million times. There's something about time and timelines, because this heart isn't like one of those hourglasses. And I heard the word timeline before. I've seen it come up too many times. There's something about timeline. I don't know if that's just a matter of they're not yet at a timeline of healing, or there's a timeline with you, or they think you have a timeline, but there's something going on with time. Okay, what about guidance for Queen? Wasn't that like a movie? I've never seen it, but I heard like a long time ago it was a movie. Okay, so it's telling you, what else is it telling you? Okay, it's telling you to watch the situation. So it's telling you don't, I mean, I'm sure you're not, but like don't invest more than is safe to invest in this person at this time. To keep like observe, watch their actions, everything like that. See what they're doing. I mean, be receptive, be open, and build it slowly, you know, brick by brick, block by block. You know, certainly try to move this connection or relationship forward, but it's going to be a bit of a slow go, it seems to me. And it might take a little bit of time, or it just might require a lot of like patient energy. And it could be a bit of a balancing act. And you have to be careful, meaning that there could, you know, sometimes like with blocks or cards, you know, like if a wind comes through, they can fall. Like, so it's like, it has to be, the foundation has to be laid well. I was doing a reading. I was trying to record a reading and something like laying a foundation. No, that came out for what sign? I don't remember. Anyway. Okay. Have you seen the movie? I've never seen that. Any more advice for Queen? Okay. You are always, okay, don't feel lonely. If you do, you're never alone. There are people around you. Nothing is wasted. Okay, so you're never alone. Nothing is wasted. All this time and energy that you're experiencing with him and even at work and everything, just you're thinking about in your mind, all of it's moving you towards something. If you ever feel a little bit alone, know that you are not alone. We're all connected. You have people around, people somewhere in this world who love you. The more you can try to be at peace, you can be at peace by just trying to see things without too much emotional baggage. Like, so when things seem confusing and complicated, just try, to see things just for what they are. Don't put too much meaning into it. And then you'll have like some peace about things. And I don't think that's just about A, it's probably about anyone and everyone. But yeah, that's kind of what we have for A. Okay. Where did this card go? Oh, here. Yeah. Okay. So was there anything else? Did you want a message card or anything, Queen? Or else I'll move on to Mooney. That other, I don't want to pull from that deck because it's a little, it doesn't always give the most deep ones. But if you want a more lighthearted thing, I can pull from that deck before we go. Or there's message cards as well. Like, what they would say to you. Maybe we should do a message card. I say we do a message card before we, if I can find my message card. Oh, here we are. Unspoken. There we go. This is a good one. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Queen for Queen's highest good. Tell me something. What does a... That's not the one that wanted to come out, so I'm going to try to pull a different one. Oh. Okay, that's weird. The first one that came out said, this is not the way I wanted things to end. I wish I could go back in time. So I'm not sure. I wouldn't read that as the end. That's the one we had before. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And the other one was, I feel ashamed for how I treated you. You didn't deserve that. I don't know if those two apply to your situation, but when this card came out, you'll notice it flipped onto this deck. Now, the first card here I had pulled for someone else early in the read, so I took it off. And the second one that came out was divine timing, which sometimes, is how people refer to the temperance card occasionally in tarot. So I do not know what's going on with you on the temperance card. Maybe this person's a Sagittarius. Is there anything else? I'm not really sure what this means. I feel ashamed for how I treated you. You didn't deserve that. I don't know if something went on. They wish they could take something back. It doesn't have to be deep. It could be... Let's see if there's one more. No, they don't want one. Anything else you wanted us to know? Okay. I struggle with, oh, here we go. What you were saying. I struggle with love and expressing it. It just doesn't come easy for me. So we talked about the emotion. So Spirit's confirming that, yes, this person doesn't talk about their emotions, which is why it's taking us so long to figure everything out. There is something that they regret, and divine timing. Okay, so Mooney, and it resonated with the timeline. Yes, that's true. That's a very good point. It did. So yeah, there is something about timeline. Yeah, actually, that's a very good point. Mooney has made a good point. I don't know what Queen thinks about that. Time, timeline, family, divine timing. Something's going on. I don't know if that's a message for you in general, or for both of you, or something. I'm not sure. Okay. What does H want me to know and what to say to me? Do you want to put, can you put do you have two questions? Can you put both of them up at the same time? Because when I pull, then it's easier. Because sometimes if I'm getting hits for the other one, then like I don't want to miss any messages that might come out. Like the way Queen had posted both. And so when I saw action right away, I could speak to it a bit more. And if there's a deck you prefer, let me know. What does age want? Okay, yeah, sure. Can you remind me of your signs if you want to? If not, that's fine. And if there's a deck you prefer, let me know. Oops. Okay, someone wants to talk or someone wants to say something. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Of Mooney from Mooney's highest good. What does age? Do we use the same spread? Yes. Okay. Okay, right. So the Knight of Swords came out. Okay. Do you know what they are? What does age? I'm going to shuffle again because I didn't feel the shuffle, but I'm just going to take a note of these cards. I'm going to pull a different spread for you. Sorry. Have you all felt a bit intuitive during this time? I'm not doing reversals, just for whoever's seeing me do that. Another temperance card. Oh my god. You guys, what's happening? Maybe this is for everybody. Okay, hold on, let's just focus in. Okay, so there is okay, so it's telling me there's some distance or some separation, some quietness between you and H now, or it's not the way you want it to be. Let's keep going. I don't know why. Okay, turn these over. Okay, so the more okay, so the more information you give will allow us actually to pick up more. I know that sometimes people want to see if it comes out, which is fine, and that's fine too, but it's just what you want to do here. One second, I'm gonna pull from the stick. My sweatshirt. Oh no, it went flying. One second. The card just went flying. Okay, so it's telling me this was like it, or at least you felt this was a deep connection or a meaningful connection. It helped you see things, or it helped them see things. And then there was some kind of transformation, something changed, some truth changed, either for him or you individually. Okay. And right now there's a bit of a blocked energy, or like a protective energy, not like a block as in complete block. I don't feel it, at least energetically, I don't feel a complete block. But there is like the energy between you and H is not really, or like you're not satisfied with it, or he's not, or they're not, or something like that. But what I do see is on H's mind, there is a desire to have connection with you, to have some, like, to have momentum with you, to have movement towards you. It's just that H doesn't want to be the one to do it. Did you tell me if you knew what H's sign was? Yes, it was a D. He had a lot of Taurus nest and moon. Okay, yeah. Like you see, like this, I was trying to clarify some stuff. You see, there's like passion, truth, transformation. You know, these are actually quite pretty, huh? So like those are kind of intense cards, or that's at least because we're going in through your spirit guide, so that's how they're going to see it. So despite outer appearances and what's happened and how the energy feels now, you still feel this lingering thing because there is something still lingering within them. Oh, these Scorpios and their transformations. I think A has something in Scorpio too. You know, it's funny. Like I know H and for Mooney and A for Queen are different situations, but there's some, like maybe in another life, like there's some connect, like maybe you two are going through similar lessons. Like I feel a connection, a natural flow between your reads, not in terms of similarity or messages, but just like family at a cookout. Like everybody knows each other. It's really weird. Anyway, okay. How they see you, how they feel. What are ages? What does he want me to know, want to say to me in his intentions? Okay. He feels you're very patient. He feels like you put up with things. Yeah, okay. He feels that despite the hurt. Wow. Okay, so this person, he feels like you were like really, you know, when people sometimes are like, oh, you're too nice to me or something like that, like I don't deserve this, you know, and sometimes people say that. Like he feels like you were really like kind and patient and nurturing towards him, even when there was like a lot of like pain, like a lot of this 10 of Swords energy, and that you did your best to like hold him down, like hold it down. He sees you though as someone who has like different opportunities and potential in your own life. He might even have a little period of, maybe because of his own stuff, wondering why is Mooney like why are they even sticking around around me, kind of thing. Like they can see that you have options. They maybe at times they sense that when they pushed you to the brink that you thought about different ways to navigate the situation, but they might have misperceived that as you thinking that there'd be a point where you couldn't put up with it anymore. I don't see any cards of self-sabotage here, but there's a tiny feeling of that. I don't think it's something they did on purpose, but like you said, maybe they're going through a lot. Okay, so hold on, let's see. I'm just going to read through the questions for my intentions. This question 2, I want you to know. Okay, for the know, we're going to get some cards and say, okay. Oh no, the oracle thing. Oh god, here we go with the oracles again. Okay. Yeah, there's something similar between like Mooney and Queen are kind of going through similar, like both of you are kind of like twinning in terms of like what you're having to deal with in your lives. Not in terms of the similarity of persons, just like your own personal transformations. What is it that you want us to know about that? Okay, so this person has trouble releasing control, like, which is sometimes why sometimes people have tower moments and they have difficult times because, you know, they're trying to control too much. So this person, okay, and Taurus is opposite Scorpio in the north and south. Okay, so they sometimes have trouble, like they want things to go according to a plan, and things have not been going according to plan in all parts of their life, I'm hearing. They are trying to figure out what their priorities are. Okay, so in terms of their intentions, I know this is the second question, but I'm just kind of, this is what's coming out here. They want they want to be able to flow towards you more naturally. They want to be able to have their actions in the 3D reflect what they're feeling in their heart, but they're having a hard time doing that. They're having a hard time allowing themselves to do that. Maybe due to past experiences or whatnot. I'm not really sure. Or maybe just because of the stuff you guys went through. They're trying to figure out their priorities. Is it priority Mooney? Is it priority Mooney? Yeah, that's, did you see this? Release control. So if he was here listening, we would tell him, hey, your spirit guides want you to release control. But he's not here. Yeah, he's trying to think his way through. He's fighting his thoughts a little bit. So he's trying to reflect on his priorities, emotions, but he's kind of like, he has a bit of a mind-heart like battle going on when it comes to actions and intentions towards you. Ultimately, right now, for the time being, unfortunately, in this mind-heart battle, he's staying in like the quiet, like I am emperor, I am in control. Even though he's like, oh, I want to release control and be able to say what I need to do and come where my soul and spirit wants me to come in my higher self. But that's too much. I'm leaving too much in Mooney's hands, and I don't want to do that. Okay. But at the same time, they're aware of healing. Okay, let's get a message card right here. I'm feeling the need for a message card here. What's that? I don't want that deck. Hold on. Thank you. One sec, I was looking for a particular deck. Weird. Sorry, I was looking for a particular deck and I can't find. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Yeah. This is a case of someone who really wants love. So he battles with it himself. I want to see what he wants to say to you. What is something he needs to say to you on top of these things that we're saying, like specific messages? He wants to say to you that he's having a hard mind battle. And right now, the mind and the desire for composure and like kind of basic, like normal societal expectations of a man is coming through. Is there something specific? Okay, he's a man of few words right now. Okay. He says, okay, so in terms of a message card, on top of this idea of this heart-mind battle that he wants to heal, he wants love, but control is really important to him. And he's trying to figure out what's important. He has, I'll make it up if you let me. I promise you that I'm going to be better. Again, a similar thing about like knowing what their full potential is and maybe being aware of it and that a plan in the future to make things right. Is there anything else? I see my future when I look in your eyes. Okay, so he has thought about a future with you. He has thought about it and he thinks about it and he feels it. Oh, okay, I just got this. He also like, you know, when I can't remember how I was saying at the beginning about how he said he really felt like you held things down and you were really there for him and kinder than he deserved. So he feels a little bit of, okay, thank you, Spirit, this is coming through. He feels a little bit of like, I don't know if it's shame, might not be the right word, but he feels a little like once he's kind of realized what he might have put you through or what he's put, you know what I just heard? He hasn't just put you, he's put some other people through some stuff with his own drama that he feels a little bit embarrassed, maybe. Yeah, there are things. So like, it's funny. So, you know, your question is, what does he want to say and tell you? Well, that's the thing is what's interesting is that that's kind of what's also saying is that some of the things you don't know is that like your question is correct in the sense that there are things that he just doesn't want you to know. So that's something like that's in his heart space a little bit. Oh, that's him. He knows he disappointed me and trust in him. Right. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. Sorry. Yeah. So, like, what does he want to say? Do you know? Like, he's like, there are things I cannot reveal to you right now. Like, there are things deep inside, things I'm processing, things in my intuition, like I am, like him, like he's like high priestess. Like, this is what you don't know is that he is purposely, like, when he holds back, he's doing it deliberately. It's not just because he doesn't know what's going on. Okay, so it's okay. It's telling you to make sure you stay stable because, you know, if he's having terror moments and things are shaking, things can become unstable for you. So the thing is that Spirit's advising you to make sure your life and your conditions and things and everything is very stable right now in terms of your finances and your mental health and your family or people like children. I don't know if you have children. No. What's this? Well, anyway, just making sure that everything is stable with you. Like, just don't, like, because, you know, he's like this big tornado that like flew through your like kind of life. And so, you know, you kind of need to like not pick up, like, you know, you got to stay strong through it so you don't fall apart in the middle of like his tornado. He always tries to resolve his issues on his own. Yeah. Right. And that's kind of that high priestess thing. And he also doesn't want to come across as looking like a failure. Like, his image is important to him, not necessarily like in a narcissistic way, but like, you know, he wants to be seen as someone who's like, you know, got it together. Like, he doesn't want to be seen as weak, you know, and he wants people to admire him. So that's one thing. So now there is a chance and opportunity for communication though, even though it might not be the full extent of like what's in his heart. There might be some minor attempts at communication, whether you reach out or he reaches out, or I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. Yeah. So, but there is a potential for that. So in a best case scenario, there's a potential for some amount of communication. It might not be exactly at this point, if that were to happen right now, it wouldn't be as heartfelt and as kind as you needed it to be. It's not that it would be mean, but it would be a little bit too little, and it wouldn't be fully emotional right now. I mean, those energies can change. So that's kind of where his energy is right now. He's focused on like the things he can't. I'm going back to control. He's focused on the things. What's that saying? Control the things you can and let go of the things you can't. Like, he's kind of like, I feel like he has like a mantra and he says it to himself, like, work on the things you can control, not the things you can't, like something like that. And then he puts his head down on the desk and does work. Does he do something with his hands? Like, does he, or does he work in the, like on his free time? Does he like to work on stuff? Why did this card come out? I don't know what I was shuffling for. But he has feelings and desires for you. Like, why I'm hesitating on being with you is like, in terms of like a relationship, a committed relationship, like publicly, where like marriage, that's not in his mind right now. But does he have feelings and energy for you? Yes. Let me just see. Yes. The lovers came out to clarify that. So his higher self is telling me, yes, he has emotion for you, he has feelings for you, he likes you physically as well, he wants to be a rock for you. He has thought about a future with you. He does feel that way. Yes. Okay, spirits have been correcting me that they're saying, yes, he has thought about being with you, he still feels it. But again, it's an issue of investment, time, like investment, like what's he going to put into this, like what's failed, what hasn't failed. Something he put his time into didn't fail. Not again. What, you know, with Queen, sorry, Temperance. Now look, so I don't think Queen got Temperance you got Temperance here, and then the Temperance card came out to clarify the Temperance. This is something going on. There is something in the water. Okay, so again, it's about in a different way, different than queen situation. But there's a thing about he's just not ready. Oh yeah, he is creative. Okay, yeah. So I'm feeling that might be occupying his time with some of his creative pursuits as well. That's a way of a distraction for him. Yeah. Oh, and rejected. You said rejected. Oh, I lost the card already. I just saw that thing about, I think you said earlier something like fear of rejection. And then I just saw a card that said, I'm not scared of getting rejected. It's almost like, but he is, but he's just like, no, that's not it. And he wants to like explain it a little bit more. Yeah. Isn't that crazy, Queen? Something's going, you two are connected. Like your and Mooney's higher self is kind of like, when two friends are like, guys, when you're connecting on something, but you both have your own two stories, but you like meet up for lunch and you talk about things and you both realize you're like, yeah. And they're totally two different things, but you're kind of both feeling the same thing. That's kind of like how these two readings feel, even though they're separate. Let me just I want to ask Spirit, is there a meaning in general regarding this temperance energy? Spirit guides, this temperance energy that's come out in both readings for both. Is there an overall message? Inspiration. I don't know what that means. Maybe in the time, the slow time. Oh, healing. Boo, healing. Okay, no, sorry. So yes. So I guess I'm reading here right now, but I just wanted to know because I felt this temperance energy, inspirational. There's a lot of healing going on. And this person too, and I think Mooney just said something that he's still healing. Yeah, so this person is still healing, and temperance is also a card of healing. It's a temperance, conserving. Sometimes people talk about it with the nodes, like the north node and the south node, so people going through different like awakenings with that. So that could be there as well. But let me pull one of these, and then we can clarify anything you want. Is there any overall energy of each towards Mooney? Each towards maybe. I think he's still looking for the inspiration. Like he wants to heal, but he's not, like when you want to do something, but you haven't started yet. So he's aware, but I don't know if he has, he realizes that he needs to make an effort towards you. He realizes that, but he's not yet, but he knows it. So yes, he knows it in his heart, but he's not. And you're like, the advice is for you to look after your own house, look after your own things. Don't, I'm going to pull an oracle for you. Okay. With some moonology. So for you, and then we'll call that in. What is this card? Okay. Sorry, there's an editing. Advice for me. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we have a new start is coming. So this is for you, not for him. So a new start is coming. So this is a reading about H. So there's going to be a new start. You're not going to be stuck in this energy forever. What comes next, I'm not sure, but a new beginning is coming, a new moon's coming. We just had our full moon. So this is a new chapter, a new leaf. Take care of your own house. Know that he has feelings for you, and just let your journeys unfold as it needs to. I think that's what I'm getting. Well, you never know, time changes things. That could also be the time thing. Was there anything you wanted to clarify here, Mooney? Because these are the cards I have. Mooney, Luna. Okay. Yeah, so let me know. You said you wanted to use the other question to clarify. Put this card back. There's something positive happening between us. Okay, so timing can be difficult, especially when there's so much emotion and healing involved, but let's see. So right now, he has positive feelings, but we don't see him taking action. So let's ask this question. Yeah, I think I pulled messages from him for you before, from this deck. What was it? It was only one came out. I'll try another one. See messages. You can rewind to see what the first message was. I already forgot what it was. Oh, something about being better. Second message. Okay, the second message that complements that first one of like wanting to be better to come back. This actually aligns with that. It says, I need to own up where I fell short in this relationship, which I think aligns with that first message, which was something about coming back better, which was a bit healing. So actually this is in line with healing, right? Like knowing where your mistakes were, taking accountability, and things like that. What was I doing? Oh, here. Positive. So you terms in terms of action or energy. Let's ask action. Okay. Let's ask one. Positive in energy, positive in action, positive in energy. Because I don't know if there's going to be action in the 3D. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's going to be positive movement energetically between you two, meaning it'll feel better. I don't know if that's because you'll be sending good energy towards him or he's going to be sending good energy towards you. He's going to find more structure in his life. He's thinking about commitment more. You're thinking about commitment. Like somehow you guys are going to maybe get a little bit more on the same page. Right now, like there is this energy of reconciliation and reunion, but it's like not, it's like stunted here with like death. I should use a Lenormand for that. That's upstairs. So like, so something's moving in a positive direction. Let's put it this way. But when we say, will something happen by the end of the year, that depends on, you might have your energy under, know what's happening. But, if his energy shifts, if his energy doesn't shift properly enough by, say, December 31st, then no. But say if he has some epiphany and he opens himself up to healing, then yes. So this is why it's important to say energies are there. Because sometimes people's energies come out and they're just like, I'm nowhere near ready. But anyway, an epiphany can happen. He might think about sending you flowers in terms of 3D, or want to send you flowers or some kind of a gift that he thinks you like, or something you put on your table. Like if you have a dining table or kitchen table or like a windowsill where you put something like flowers, something. Or do you have a cat? Who has a cat? Someone has a cat in this chat. Anyway, okay. The cat's watching you. The cat feels your pain. Whoever has a cat. Okay. Anyway, 3D. Right now, as we read it tonight on this Friday, it's still not fully in fruition, but there's really positive energies to suggest that it could happen. Like it's not giving me a outright, like, no, these are positive cards for that. So that's kind of what we see for you. I want to know if there will be. Yeah, that's what. So did you understand? So I'm saying, so in the 3D right now, the physical movement, it's not showing it, but the energetic cards are showing it. So how I'm interpreting that is to say that if something shifts in him, then there could be 3D movement because the energy is supported. But right now, where he stands, like as we're reading this, well, it's Friday where I am, Friday night, Saturday morning in North here. Then, as of this moment, that 3D movement isn't being shown here. But the energies are so positive and strong around there. It's within his ability to grasp. Yeah. Stuck sucks. But that's also like, it's also so you know what it goes back to? Do you remember when I was telling you advice? I think Spirit's also telling you to make sure your house is in order. So although you'll say it is, and I'm sure it is, for whatever reason, Spirit is feeling that there's more you can do to shore yourself up, like to strengthen your own thing. So sometimes not feeling stuck, even though you do feel stuck with them, is to focus on things in your own life separate from this person. And then sometimes it can improve the stuckness he feels, because if he feels you feeling stuck, then he might feel stuck. Do you know, like, because when you're energetically connected, does that make sense? I've just noticed this. I've been noticing a lot of stuff. Yes, yes, yes. There's possible, because there was like the sun energy and like all these energies around there. But he, you know how we saw healing and inspiration, and we see all this, temperance energy everywhere. This needs that person to be like we, after all, live here in the 3D. They have to do that, but we all feed off of each other's energies. Yeah. So, focus on little things in life, in your own life, that maybe you can do, like, and then, like, sometimes that can help. I mean, that doesn't always help, right? But sometimes it can help. Okay. Getting a little tired. But thank you guys both for letting me read for you and trusting me with your energy, even with the software being off. I think I'm going to read Eva. Eva sent a question. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, the payment is pending. I don't know why, but I know that from like last year. Okay, hold on. Let's just see. Is there a question? Oh, wait, the question didn't come up. Did the question not come up? Oh no, is Ava still here? Let's see. She said there was a question in her thing. Can I view this without logging in? Please don't make me log in. Ugh. Thank you guys. Is Ava still here? Is Eva still here? No. Ugh. She put her question in before somewhere, didn't she? And was there somebody I said that I would like do their yes and no? Oh no. I did say that, didn't I? I have to go back and find it. Okay. Oh goodness. Um, oh no. Oh no. Oh right. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can find your question. I don't, as I said, I'd finish it here. And my computer's being really weird. Oh, maybe I'll be, oh, is that, no. Oh, you have been, oh, you're here. Okay, I'm so sorry, Eva. I'm probably I know I've asked you before it's Eva or Eva, but anyway. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for sticking around. Okay, I think reason have to turn down. Oh, that's sad. Can I name like the benefits for ever since now? Oh no, that's awful. Basically, just one. Yes, that's so funny, because I just did this really cool career spread for somebody, and it was so clear. And I'm just trying to remember how I pulled the cards, and I thought I would write it down. And I'm just trying to let me just try to remember what it is. And I'm trying to remember the spread I did for them. It was really good. Okay. I'm going to try that one. Was there a deck that you liked, Eva? Yeah, and like, it's really good for us to all, I don't have my musical things here, but it's really good for us to all clear our energies. Like, we can even, if we're all here like supportive right now, even though it's online, we can we can clear energies for each other. So that's really important. I was actually thinking of making okay, of deck did I just think I wanted to use? I was thinking of making like a video like with the sounds like for clearing energy, because I think like we need it. Like a lot of us need it now, and those of us like who are more like sensitive and empathetic and pick up on the energies, it's more than ever. I'm not feeling this deck, you know. Oh goodness, where is that deck? Is this it? Actually, the one I want is upstairs, but we're going. Okay, I'm just gonna look at your question again. Turn down the job offer. I want to call them so it can be mental health is the basic and struggling to move forward with good direction because emotional impact. Okay. So spirit guides, angels, ancestors, Eva, I forget your sign, your horoscope sign. Sorry. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, okay, I'm just trying to remember the spread I did. Okay, so oh yeah, okay, came out right away. Oh, you're such a sweet person. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, this was this. I can feel the cards. The energies are in tune still. Libra sign. Okay. That's actually a good thing for a career, like that makeup of anyway. Okay, so yes, we see the stuck feeling right now in the situation. This can affect your mental health. Of course, you know, this is the Eight of Swords, what it looks like in the deck when you can see the person. It's just this feeling of feeling powerlessness. Okay, so yeah, the situation, Spirit is confirming this isn't in your head. The situation is toxic. It's not healthy. And it's making you feel a little all over the place. You can see all, you know, how I like it in this deck, how they're all like shooting at each other. So that's what it must have felt like in your workplace. You probably tried to make things work. Thank you, Queen. I can see that you tried really hard, so don't be hard on yourself. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So Spirit is showing here that you tried really hard to make things better, and you tried to the best of your ability, and it wasn't met, like it was met poorly by people around you. And specifically I'm hearing like by people who should know better, not just your peers, but even your upper, like senior people. They weren't like who they should have been. Like someone didn't stand up for you. I don't know. Something happened on that regard. Yeah. Okay. So you tried your best. So that's nothing to do with you. Okay. So you should. What was that one? Okay. Okay. So there's some of the toxicity had to do with things like, even though it was taken out on you, it might have had to do with things behind the scenes, like with other things that are going on in the workplace, maybe even maybe your boss or other people or the administration. It's like like the organization was dealing with. So there were more like structural things, but that's still not fair that it came down on you. But it's like kind of every man for himself. There were a certain ego involved. There was like, yeah, some kind of narcissist. There was something slowed down as well, which wasn't good. Someone tried to slow something down on purpose, which wasn't helpful. I think you tried to do something to make it better and someone slowed your attempt down. Someone might have like, if you tried to do something better, someone might have kind of not taken a suggestion you had to the right person, or it's not like anyone badmouthed you, but maybe someone dismissed you or dismissed a suggestion you had is what I'm feeling here. Okay. Yeah, there's bigger things going on with funding. money, profit. I'm not sure. Long-term goals of the organization, people looking out for themselves, people also, like even like layoffs or cutting back. Okay. Anyway, okay. So you should also be aware that, like maybe it's your nature to be more collaborative and stuff like that. But maybe don't like this might not be the best time to try to be collaborative. Spirit is also telling you to make sure you have your own finances in order. Okay, hold on. Let's just focus on this card. So Spirit wants you to look at things from a different perspective. Okay, yeah. So Spirit's telling you, yeah, maybe you should move on. Did you say you've already moved on from this place? Basically, just move forward with a good direction. So if you didn't, it's a promotion. I'm just going to go back and look at your question. One sec. Sorry. Person had to turn down the job offer. Okay, so you're still here. Okay, so Spirit is suggesting. So I don't know if it's like move within the organization or move somewhere else. Spirit is saying, like, not telling you to do it, but it's Spirit's telling you to kind of consider it, like here. But so Spirit's like, you should consider looking at different ways you can move forward, which is just kind of like your own language, but in a practical way that aligns with, making sure that you have enough money and salary. Obviously, you can't just leave a job, but well, maybe some people can, but a lot of us can't. But that kind of thing. But Spirit's asking you to, Spirit's asking you not to sell yourself short, to understand that, like, maybe when you're in a toxic environment, things can kind of feel crazy and you can start to doubt yourself and stuff like that. Yeah, the market is awful. Yeah. Understood. But it's saying, so maybe in that regard, because I just turned around and I looked at the chat and I saw your message and I see this too. Like, don't sell yourself short. Focus on what you have to offer and what you're bringing to the table, because there are things that you're doing. There are soft skills that you have that I think can make you more, help you stand out from things. Okay, Spirit's also saying there are choices. It might not feel like it right now, and like you said, like getting rejected from, or not rejected, not being able to get like through in this market is fine. Like, not fine, meaning it's to be expected. It's not just you, but there are choices. Like, the right thing will come along. Spirit's also asking you to be conscious of alignment. Like, make sure that, like say if you decide to leave this place and you find something else, make sure that what you move towards is aligned with you. Like, and obviously it's kind of hard to know before you join a workplace if things are going to be aligned for you. You don't know all the people involved, but as much as you can, they're saying that they're pointing out, especially for someone like you, because some people can manage in all sorts of crazy situations, but they're saying that you're the type of person who really benefits from an emotional alignment in their situation. But there are choices. They're saying that there will be choices that can come up. Let's see. Okay, maybe not right away, like maybe not this week. Although, you never know. Sometimes as soon as I say that, something weird that was happening in a lot of personal readings I was doing is that, like, the minute I would say one thing, the opposite would happen. So maybe if I say it now, if I say maybe a job won't come up this week, maybe it will, which is what's happening. Actually, I should say that for everyone else. Maybe H will reach out to Mooney. Maybe A is going to make a move with Queen. So that's for everyone. Or maybe not, and then the opposite will happen. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so there's a little bit of confusion and emotions over this. Things are not being seen clearly right now. They're saying, pay attention, keep your eyes and ears open. Pay attention to all the people and characters involved. Oh, what's that thing? Yeah. Keep your eyes and ears open for things. You might still have an opportunity to still learn a few things while you're here. Like, I don't know, like, what you do, but, like, I'm just gonna give an example. Like, say if somebody is like, what's just like, okay, well, actually, let's use, like, say someone's a doctor. I mean, because that's like, and then they're going to leave, but you can still pick stuff up. Like, maybe they're still learning things that would help them be a doctor or a nurse, even though they're going to be leaving where they're working at. So there's still things you can pick up that are apparently going to benefit you as you move forward. Yeah, so maybe, oh, that's so weird because I said administration a little while ago. Did you remember that? Not that that's anyway. For me, that was, I said administration a few cards back when I was here, and I was like, administration. So I don't know, like maybe there's like protocols or policy, you know, that you're gonna like at the university that you're going to pick up, and it could apply to a different department or something. There's still something there. So keep your eyes and ears open. I also got this before. Now that you said university, I don't know. Have you ever thought about going back to school? Not like a full degree or something, but maybe some like short credential or some like course of some sort, or even like some certificate. It's saying that might be an option in the short term, if you just really need a break from something or other. I'm going to ask for stability. Okay. Talk to people that you can trust. And the toxicity with the faculty. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, no, I know universities can be like, okay. Yeah, no, I kind of know what you're talking about. Yeah, definitely thought about going to school, but yeah, not sure. Okay. But so you can talk to people, make sure you only talk to people you can trust. Like, be careful about who you talk to. Like, you don't have to mistrust people you trust. Like, if you already know that you trust them, then you're a friend or stuff. But like, if there's people you're like just don't like normally, like there's an openness here in your personality. And I can remember it in previous readings, but just be a little bit careful. But check in with people that you think might be able to help you. Is there a certain field that would be interesting? Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know. So if there's something that you like to do, like, because you said not sure what to do, definitely thought about going back to school. I don't want to presume, but like there's something about like it shows like you can like help people not feel hopeless. Because I was asking for like a subject. I don't know what I expected, and the cards was going to drop out like a career deck, but I actually had a career deck. I gave mine away. Okay. Like maybe you're good at like making like resolving issues or making people feel like they have options, which is funny given that you're feeling overwhelmed right now. But that could be something as well. I want to get an oracle for you about mental health. Or something. Oh, actually, let's do immunology as well. Yeah, okay, encouraging others. That's a nicer way to say it. Yeah. So I don't know what you can do. Like, I guess that's more like psychology, but maybe it's like coaching. I'm not, like there could be something there. Is there any advice for US? I don't know how to ask over a chat because I can't hear your guys' voice. If it's Eva or Ava. Okay. Something specifically she can do for her mental health. Okay, don't think this is all your fault. Okay, all these things. So honor your feelings. You're feeling stressed out. You're communicating that. That's good that you're able to do it here on the chat. If you can find people in your family or friends that will help with your mental health as you're in this awful place, go for it. Okay, so like if you, Eva, okay, thank you, phonetically. I'm only going to say Eva from now on. Just joking. New moon and Aries. Okay, so go for it. Like, try to like if something comes up and you see it and you feel it in your gut, do it. Like you're in a place. Be realistic. Okay, so be real. So be yourself. Know who you are. Obviously, you have to kind of, when you're in a toxic work environment, kind of like be a little bit careful and not just. You have to be guarded, but still try to stay authentic. Honor your feelings. If you feel crappy, if someone's done something bad, don't try to suppress it or hide it. Obviously, maybe not in that environment, but as best you can, like talk about it, share it, or go for a walk or whatever you can do. And when an opportunity comes up or some way for you to shift out of that place, even maybe they'll give you a week off. I don't know. Take it. Like go for something that feels like right. Like don't hesitate. University faculty. Ugh, yeah. I'm just going to get a what not to stress about card here. Okay. All right. So we have for you surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past, and you can own your own power and soar in your life. Okay, so being in a toxic work environment and just people around you are bringing down your mental health, it can be hard, right? So just take care of yourself right now. Don't let things that are being said to you, around you, and to others, don't let it get to you. Remember, I'm getting a lot of encouragement. I saw the Empress come out as a clarifier. I feel like Spirit's trying to take care of you a little bit. Like they just know that this like kind of storm is passing through. So they're just kind of trying to bundle you up and just kind of protect you as it passes, and just saying, don't let this, try your best as you can to protect your energy. And don't let it shake your sense of yourself, even if you're sending a lot of resumes and you're not getting yeses and nos, like, or if you're not getting yeses, don't let that affect you. Like you said, the market's bad, it has nothing to do with you. So that's kind of what we have there. Bella, how are you? All the people I love are back today. Yay. This was a software glitch stream too. How are you, Bella? So Eva, that's what I have for you. That's really hard. I can feel it myself a little bit, but do you have people you can talk to? It's a little bit late, Bella, but I'm happy to read for you if you want. I don't have a problem. Like, I mean, it's not that I don't have a problem. I would love to read for you. I love reading for all of you guys. Sometimes with like newer energies, like at the beginning, like when people come in, they're just throwing questions at me. It can kind of drain me. But it also up to you. You whatever you feel like it. But Eva, I think I have a sister now, but our relationship is too. Do you have like any like friends or something that you can talk to? Do you journal? So yeah, you therapist, or also you can journal stuff out. Let's see. Should she Oh, okay. Spirit agrees with you. Yeah. Okay. I was all like, you should journal, and then Spirit was like, no, she can see a therapist if she wants. Okay. So if you have a therapist in mind, then certainly, if you find someone good, make sure that there's someone. Maybe don't go in the same place. I don't even know if they have them at the place you work, but just. But yeah, so like, yes, if you feel like there's a good therapist, I think that'll help you to do that. 1 second. My software, my whole chat thing's not working, so I'm having to look through somewhere else. I've seen someone before and haven't seen. Yeah. Yes, absolutely, Bella. Of course. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you haven't. But if you like that person, Eva, then you should see them again. Like if you were comfortable with them, like go ahead and see them. If you feel like it. If you feel like it. And you can just journal or go for walks, and maybe I'll do like a career spread or things you need to know kind of thing. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling back through this regular thing because I know I told somebody when I was reading for Queen, I was like, oh, just leave your question here and I will do it later. And I feel bad that I didn't do that. So I'm just feeling like I can just throw their yes or no in. I'm gonna do that. No, it's not for you. Well, I swipe over, and then after Bella, as Queen has said, we'll I'll probably shut it down. Who was that person? I remember I was just like, oh, was it Meg Nicoli? No, yeah, it was Meg Nicoli. It was Meg Nicoli. So I told this person I would read their question. I thought my coworker and I had feelings for each other. Oh, that's hard. Okay, well, if there was somebody here that I said, that I told them I would do yes or no for, Tell me right now, and I'll do a really quick yes and no for all of you. Thank you, Eva. Thank you for coming and sharing and letting me read for you and sharing energies. And I know we're all here and we support each other. At least this crew does. And certainly come back and, like, you know, I don't know. I don't think I have any general career. I have like that's an interaction of sorts. You know what I mean? So there's Mountain Girl and okay, so I see that there's somebody called Mountain Girl who said hello. Hello, Mountain Girl. If you want a free reading, you should leave an emoji or comment on one of those things. And just because I think it's good, have good energy now, I'm going to answer user D1. Does somebody named Deep like somebody named user? One card only. And do a simple card. Okay, we're going to do this simple. I'm not going to do any interpretation on these. Yes, they like you back. They like you back. Too deep. If you have a quick yes or no. If there's anyone here who wanted a yes or no, I'll give you a quick yes or no, like Crystal or whoever. Oh, thank you, Bella. No problem. What's your question? As you write down your question, I'm going to do one card yes and no's for anybody. Is I planning on proposing to you? Well, let's see. I just feel that the moon, even though I'm like tired, like the Scorpio, like I'm feeling kind of on point. The cards feel on point, and I don't want to waste that. Spirit, yes or no? Okay, and then user, it's only one free question, and I don't even think you left an emoji, which is karma. But anyway, but even if you did, I apologize, then you did. But it's just one question. You can certainly come back next time and ask again. So this is now for Crystal. Is I planning on proposing to? The Temperance again. I has thought about it, but at this moment, I don't see like a strong yes for a moment, but it's not a no. They've thought about it. So they have thought about proposing to you. They could have done some planning, but I don't see it happening right now. But I've noticed that if I say the opposite, the other thing comes true. So, okay. If there was anyone else want a yes or no, go ahead while I prepare and get ready for Bella's question. Thank you, Crystal, and thank you, user, for letting me pull yes or no's for you. Crystal, just because I'm feeling a lot of energies today, I just got this for you. Like, sorry, you said it's purposing to me. Did you say proposing or purposing? I assume you meant proposing. Okay. But anyway, Crystal, I feel something between you and I's energy, meaning like, I don't, like, is I a good person? Like, crap. You know, Crystal, you should come back another day and you should ask a question about I's intentions towards you, because I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know if it's your hesitation or something. Okay, Bella, what's coming in the near future? I feel like life has been static for a very long time since we look forward to anything positive. Is he planning on purposing to me? I don't know what that means. Oh, proposing. Okay, sorry. Okay, anyway, I'm going to move on to Bella, but thank you for dropping by, and I appreciate it. You know what? Sorry, to make sure I have a good reading for Bella, I have to pull, I got to get this crystal thing out of my energy right now. So I'm saying spirit, I think there's that. Crystal, 1 second. What is it that you want me to talk about? Okay, something's going on with you and I don't know if it's in your and guys' past or in I's energy, but there's a lot of changes and shifts. So just be careful in terms of what you're wanting, wishing, expecting. Okay. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Sometimes Spirit does not let me continue without doing that. Okay. Okay, so you know, I'm thinking about, I had a spread, like I was remembering for Eva. I had a spread that I wanted to do for new stuff, and it was such a good spread when I did, and I thought I have to remember this. I'm going to try to remember this. What's coming in the near future? Is there a deck you like? You like the light seers, no, Della? Okay. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. For Bella's highest. Thank you so much to everyone for coming by and sticking around and listening and talking. And we're all trying to use our positive energies to help each other out. It's a good group in here right now. Okay. Yeah, Crystal, I felt that like strong, like even though it was, yeah. But yeah, certainly come back. I mean, you're welcome to donate for reading if you want, but certainly come back another time and I will pull another free card for you. I just want to clean the energies out here. I'm trying to remember, if I can't remember the spread I did, Bella. So I'm going to do a modified Celtic. And yes, I'm going to do a modified Celtic. And which one are we going to use for the oracles? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, they just want me to do it 2 ways real quick. Okay. All right. One spirit gets. Oh, you were really going to, like a Celtic cross? Is that what you meant, or did you mean something else? Or did you want like a Celtic deck? Okay. Then should we pair it with this? Okay, cool. No, that's wonderful. Great minds think alike. Okay. So I'm just going to set the tone with the oracles. Okay, so we have laying a solid foundation, slow and steady wins the race, and a rebirth is assured. So in the way you asked for the question, not the way you asked for it, sorry. What's going in the near future? I go static for it. Okay, so you know how you use the word static? Yeah, doesn't it just feel like COVID was yesterday? Like, I don't know if other people feel that way, but like it doesn't feel as many years has passed, like compared to like earlier, like in my life. Like it's weird. Okay, so it like by saying slow and steady wins the race and saying laying a solid foundation, things that take time. Oh, my ponytail keeps flying out. I think Spirit is echoing that it is true. Things have been a little bit static or slow, but they're also saying a rebirth is assured. Something is coming kind of when you don't know, when you're sleeping, like just as an imagery, like things are working in the background that we don't see. We also have no place like home. So this has been a period of time where maybe like home, even symbolically, not just actually your physical home, but just home, the home of your heart, all this type of stuff. Like this time has had a purpose, even though it's felt like this. Okay, so we'll put those here. The Temperance card will come out again. Bella, do you have like I don't know if I've asked you this before, but today or recently, have you been wearing like a piece of jewelry or clothing from like a family member or somebody, a gift or something? Or if you have one, or if you have something like that, you could wear it. It might just bring you some comfort, like a bracelet or a ring or a pendant. It could just be a shawl. I don't know. Spirit guides. I wish I had my Lenormands actually. Ooh, exciting. The Temperance came out again. Sorry. Earlier when we were doing readings for Queen and moon. We were having this little thing with temperance. The temperance card and us had a relationship tonight. Okay. I'm not going to read these as a reversal, so I'm just turning them around. I get sad. Just I'm sorry, and I've been missing my granddad. I'm so sorry. And I miss. Okay, so that's really interesting because when I was shuffling your cards, I saw. Okay, so it doesn't matter, but the way I see it, like I'll see above or below, like to the right or to the left. Anyway, so what I saw was a grandmother energy, but that can just be I don't, obviously I don't, that's not my specialty. So, but I saw an energy like that. I saw a smiling, healthy, it's rather, I feel it. I don't see anything, but like a warm, embracing energy of at the grandparent level, grand uncle, granddad, whatever that level. So I think the fact that you're feeling them in a warm way that supports you is also coming through in this reading. And I think that links to this factor, like no place like home, slow and steady wins that race. There's a life to this thing. We have ancestors, we have descendants, all this stuff. There's a whole lineage to all of this stuff. So kind of like you are where you're meant to be, that type of thing is I'm feeling. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. And there's this, the energy of the hermit overall is there. Okay. And things being a little scarce and wishing. Okay. Oh, we're on point. Okay. So in terms of, we were saying what's coming, is there anything coming? So good things are coming, but we do see there, you have either been consciously or unconsciously manifesting here, looking at things from a different perspective, trying to figure out what you want or don't want, looking at things from a different vantage point, like maybe seeing your life kind of, or wanting to be able to see the bigger picture of your life. So that's there. The challenges are, reality, practical things, having to balance all sorts of things in your life. We do know that changes have happened in the last few years. It felt like there was all this potential that might not have taken place. You've also had to be, let me just see, I'm just going to clarify some cards here. In general, like say if you had just wanted like a 5-second reading, I'd say something good is coming, basically. And that could just be your energy or something physically here with the Empress card. I think something good is upcoming, something that's growing, something that's going to make you feel more growth, a new start towards things, information, a new passion. You also feeling, okay, thank you, Spirit, more in your own presence. You're going to feel more vivacious, more confident, more attractive or whatever, just like confidence, more sassy or something. I think this is the second time I said sassy tonight. Okay, yeah. You're going to feel, and take it for what it's worth, Bella, but you are going to feel a little more sexy or whatever that means. But that can just be in general when people's confidence comes up. You're learning a new skill, which is like, so putting your focus there, but I'm also heavily, right. Yes, your meditation classes, right. But you're like, all this is coming to fruition. You're coming together. It's going to show up in your feminine. And when I say sexy, also, I mean like divine feminine power, like in that way, like embodying the divine feminine in their fullest. Again, there's a note here about that things might have gone a bit, been taking their time, been going slower than you wanted, or kind of a conservation of energy. But that's okay. And also, not only is it okay that you've been handling it well. So Spirit's telling us here that you've been handling that well. There is a feeling of love around you in your surroundings, coming towards you as well in two ways. So I don't know if that's love through another person, self-love, just feeling more connected with your family or friends, and just feeling more whole. But that's actually kind of sitting here in your immediate future from two accounts. Feeling more at peace. Oh, well, that's nice. My symbol for Oracle. 1 second. I want to pull from here. I have a, okay. Okay, so there are certain, like, you know, like you've been able to express right now here, that, you know, things are a little bit static or whatever, and like they have been for some time, and you're working on things yourself, on things in your own life. There is this thing about releasing your blocks. So I think you're already kind of doing that with your meditation class, and you said like a sewing class and other things, in your own self-work and journaling or whatever, taking walks, painting, anything, whatever, talking, listening to music. Oh, I just got a hit. Did you used to sing? Did you have a nice singing voice? Did your grandfather think you had a nice singing? Someone thinks you sang very well when you were very little. When you were very little, there might be a picture of you singing when you were very young. This is you very little. Okay. I'm switching around a lot. I've been getting a lot of hits during the Scorpio season. But anyway, releasing your blocks is going to help. So sometimes you could go through an active exercise of, even though we all know what our blocks are, like sometimes you can go into like deep self-concept work to really kind of identify things that, like, you know, sometimes we might think, oh, well, like, I'm going to take a simple example for like on purpose. Like say someone's like, oh, like, for example, you're doing a sewing class, but someone might say, oh, like I'm really good with languages, but I'm not really good with my hands. So I don't think I can do sewing or sculpture because I'm good at this, but this isn't my forte. But then if you were to take that thing about like, oh, if someone were to say this, again, this is hypothetical, an example, you'd say, but why do I think I'm not good with my hands? Like, and really explore that. That's a way to release your blocks as well. So it's really nuanced. It's nothing like big. It's not some major block in your life, but there is some more that you could do. In your meditation class, I don't know if you also do yoga and things like that, but if you do yoga or any type of physical exercise as well, it's saying to focus a little bit more on the balance exercises. In general, there's more movement coming in the future than there has been present in the last few years, but it might not come like all at once. But did I just say this? Did I already say this to you? Sorry, I'm getting tired. I think I said it to Queen or Moon or Eva or something. I've noticed that if I say one thing, the opposite happens. So when I just said it might not come at all at once, maybe it will all come at once. Anyway, okay. Okay. But there is movement that's going to be more than before. It might not exactly be like a boon. It might not exactly be like a big lottery win or something, but there's going to be some breakthroughs that you're going to have in terms of your purpose, your feeling of destiny and fate, and feeling more like oneness with universe, and not feeling like not feeling sad, I guess. Yes, you said the word sad, I think, before, right? Or something. There is, you have like really used your resources and your own inner strength to be able to deal with things that have changed, or losses in the sense of things you had hoped for or held on to, and you, in a discriminating way, figuring out what's meant for you and what's not meant for you, just having these conversations with yourself. But this has required a lot of your internal energy. And one second, this was down here, wasn't it? Okay. See the bigger picture. Okay, back to the beginning. Okay, so as noble as it is that you've been able to navigate a lot of challenges based on your own inner will and strength and willpower. Don't overexhaust yourself, I guess. Like, you know, and I guess by doing your meditation class and doing your sewing class and doing other things and whatever, like interacting with people at work or your friends in certain ways, maybe those are ways to make sure it's not just on you. I mean, it's not that people have to help you through your problems, or not problems, or your thoughts if you don't want to, but it's that even just having other places to let your energy flow can be helpful. Like even like helping someone cross the street or picking up stuff from the garden. Like, it can be anything. Those are just examples. Let's see what this, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right, that's actually very deep. That's like kind of reflective. But I don't think you should see it as, at least from the cards, I don't think you should see it as it's not meant for you. I think it's just know that everything's revealing something to you. Like every outcome, everything that's happening is reveals something to you. Like, so once you don't get something hard, like when you don't get something that you work for, it's revealing something to you. That could also be about releasing your blocks. Like, figure out what it's revealing to you. Not that it's not meant for you, but maybe that it's not just about working hard. Maybe that even when you work hard for things, that doesn't mean that if you don't get something that you didn't work hard enough or it wasn't meant for you. Maybe there's another meaning involved, if that makes sense. Whoa, what is this about? Sorry, some weird cards came out when I was trying to clarify that. Okay, so maybe you've dealt with a few different things about the idea of like commitment and marriage and things like that. But there's also been structure. So at the workplace, or also be, or at the home, like anywhere where there's a hierarchy, there's been a few kind of things going on, like that have been a little bit required strategy and confusion and things like that. So sometimes, like, it's like you don't like it when it gets, things get messy. Well, I don't know if you do, but it's saying here that maybe messiness has like not been your thing. You like it when it's like, or maybe you benefit more when there's like structure or clarity or a process involved. And it's also potentially saying that you've brought structure, process, and clarity to situations when things became messy, or kind of things were going on behind the scenes, not just like in your own life, in the workplace, or whatever, that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay. You've done some really heavy work internally around transforming your ideas about opportunities, what grows, what seeds grow, what doesn't, what you plant, what you nurture. So actually, Spirit's kind of commending you, kind of saying to you, it's been like, you think it's been slow, maybe not a lot has been happening in the 3D, but actually things have been happening. A lot of things have been moving through that period. Which is the one? Oh, this is the one. Okay, one second. I'm getting a different oracle deck. So there's another thing about blocks. Okay, so like, also know, like, and this is true for everyone, but also here, Bella, specifically, you're like, you hold like the power, like you're the key, like the magic lies within you, so to speak, without it like getting too corny. Oops. There is a oh, you wrote something. I'm not really wanting love. Yes. Yeah, that love isn't specifically coming out on its own, like as a main theme, but it is present, like the general thoughts associated with that. And but there's a lot of love in this reading. You have Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Hero. Like, there's a lot of love in this reading. It's just how it manifests is a little, and this could have been a process like that they wanted you to go through as well. But wait, so one other thing is, like, I think that sometimes maybe you grapple a little bit with the fear of the quietness, or this idea of being alone, potentially, which we all do. But I think, oh, okay, thank you, Spirit. So there's this thing that there's, I know there is love within yourself. There is love around you in those people who care about you. When you were just talking about the memory of your grandfather, like that, like love is real in that sense, even when it is quote unquote memory, and it stays with you and it's held in all of our hearts when that happens. And so there is things in you that are still a little bit, you can unlock or unblock. And you can receive the wishes you want, is what I'm also hearing here and what I'm getting with these cards. Like, don't think that something is not within your reach. Maybe that's the thing, is that perhaps sometimes you can get down and think like things are not meant for you, but that's not, for some reason, Spirit doesn't want you to look at it that way. Okay. Trust your talents. Okay, so also things are going to potentially change, and your skill sets and the things that are your talents are going to come in handy. So whether those are talents, so to speak, at work, like like a physical hard skill you have at work, or it could be like a talent you have at home, to like, you're the best person at calming down a member of your family, or you're the best person, like whatever you have, like all sorts of soft and hard talents. Like soft and hard, I mean like soft skills, hard skills, that kind of talent. Something that you don't see as, like, you just think, oh, that's usual, that's just something I do, doesn't everyone do it? Something that you don't necessarily fully appreciate is actually a talent, and it's going to become useful in this time as things start to slowly change and come towards you. And you might not even realize it. You might not even realize you're pulling on this natural resource of yours. Spirit, is there any idea what this what is this, to give us an indication? Your ability to hold a lot, to make it through, to see things to the end, to persevere, to carry a lot of the weight, even though I told you before you shouldn't carry all the weight yourself. Somehow this is like, you're going to find a way to manage these things better, to protect people, to hold off, like to be able to keep energy safe and to yet keep going, to show the path. Oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to ask a bit about love specifically. Okay, so if there, whether it's now or if it's in the past or in the future, make sure that you have heart-to-heart conversations. If there's something on your mind and you're sitting on your throat chakra, sitting on your heart chakra, make sure to have that conversation, whether it's with a family member, with a friend, like whoever, it doesn't matter. Make sure you have, don't hold things in your throat chakra. I don't have that deck with me, but I can see the throat chakra card in that deck. So make sure you are saying what you're feeling in your heart. Do you ever wear a pendant? I'm getting a pendant again. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, Spirit telling you there will be passion in your life. So I was going back to your point about pain. I don't know if I can ever have my one pure love. Spirit is saying that, like, just try to be joyful. Like when you're thinking about love and you're thinking, you only wanted one thing and that's not possible now. Like you're making this final statement, like you're saying, this isn't possible anymore. But Spirit saying that, like, the universe knows a lot more than we do. So there are things that are possible that maybe we can't fully see and capture. So try, even though you feel that way, and I know that's a heavy pain that sits on your heart, like try to let the universe have a chance to help you about that, like that, like, so that there can be like passion. The most immediate thing that will be coming out? Is there anything specifically immediately that will be coming out? Clarity. Okay, so I was just asking in terms of these kind of general things that, there's growth, there's seeing the bigger picture, opportunities growing, you feeling more in yourself, the feeling of love and security becoming clearer. I was asking if there's something immediately that's coming sooner than later. There's going to be more clarity as a positive that comes towards you. So clarity that was not going to make you feel as, you know, down maybe at times. Beauty. This relates back to this Empress and this Queen of Cups here. There's something about like this could be like aesthetic beauty of life in nature. Oops, where did that go? Yeah, is it possible because I only wanted my heart to? Yeah, no, I understand. So I think what Spirit's asking you is that you've put that definition on saying it's not pure in that sense. So Spirit's saying that maybe you should double check if you've gotten too stringent about your definition of pure. I see what you mean. I understand. I do the same, and we're all humans. We do that. But I'm just hearing that message for you. So maybe Spirit wanted to challenge that idea of one person, and maybe Spirit is even saying to you that if that other person, if that situation wasn't reciprocal, then it really wasn't your one true love. Then you have yet to have that one pure true love. That you are mislabeling it something. Like you're thinking something has already happened, which it hasn't. But you'll only, you know, there's a saying that you can only understand life backwards. So it's not going to make sense to you until it happens. But anyway, that's a personal journey. There's something about beauty. You're going to feel more inspired. So maybe through sewing or something else, you're going to see the beauty in things, in people, in nature, in yourself. And beauty in the sense of like, not just like physical beauty, but just how aligned things are. I see home again at the bottom of this deck. I think overall, in light of your question, Spirit's kind of giving this message is like, you are where you're meant to be. You were meant to stay close to home. You're meant to, I think you have performed duties in the home space, probably in these last few years, and you were meant to do that. And perhaps other things were weren't presented to you, so you could have that energy to give to matters at home. That's just another thing that Spirit wants me to tell you. I just want to get one more thing about this clarity. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, Bill. Sorry, I'm just seeing the cards about like I was just asking for something and how the like desire for family and things like that, because you were talking about your desire for like the one true person and how it relates to family, and that's maybe something you're thinking about as well. So continue to focus on your desire for family. I think I said that somewhere earlier in the evening also, like be clear, like be really specific about maybe what you want, like say it out loud or journal or do an affirmation about it. And sometimes that clarity, like being more specific, can help it bring it in. Yeah, manifestation. I just saw that. I'm feeling a lot of this manifestation energy. Okay, and which one did I want to pull? I wanted to pull one oracle. Oops. Oh, this one? Okay. I was just saying all my cards fell on the floor. It's like a floor of tarot cards and oracle cards. Once you have your true great love, it will be one true great love. Nothing can match one true great love. I'm just hearing that again. I know that like you're like, no, that's not the definition, but I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. We have Pillar of Light. I have this other software, so I can't really see what I'm showing you guys. Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising. You're the oracle. In this set of cards, I'm seeing that here. You see, like, you have Empress, the Queen of Cups. There's also pillars, and then you have, like, kind of this manifesting energy here. Sometimes people relate in certain circles, Three of Wands to manifestation. You have another, in this deck at least, showing you have a lot of this strong female, like, imagery here of, like the divine feminine. So I think you're almost at like the final levels of that, and there's just something, maybe as you release certain blocks or certain things, just definitions you've held on to, and do a little more of a flow, like they call it a flow state, um, then you're going to be able to see this kind of like up leveling into your own divine feminine. And that's going to come, and that's going to end up with a lot of things moving into the next phase. Not necessarily quickly, but you're going to like be like, oh, I'm on the next floor now. That kind of thing. Yeah, but you might feel disjointed at times. So that's the thing. Don't hold on too tightly to any definition. Don't hold on and say, well, this is what this means, or this is what it means. Allow the universe to, like I'm thinking about the Wheel of Fortune card, allow it to like flow for you. But that's what I kind of have for you. Sorry, just because it's kind of like I'm not as clear thinking about other things. So if there was something else like you wanted clarity on, or just like a card about something, let me know. Otherwise, it's kind of a general reading from like a modified Celtic cross. I actually think it was really quite like synergistic. Actually, I think Spirit's telling you that things are the way they're meant to be. If like right now, like it doesn't seem like it. Like sometimes we don't see, you know, sometimes when you just don't see the gifts and you don't see them until like you understand years later, you're like, oh, you're like, that's why that happened or something like that. There is a little bit of that energy. Where did this stuff go? Yeah, but so anyway, that's what unless Bella's mad now because I was just, it was just the message I got about not having that definition of pure love. But you can have whatever definition you want. Please don't be mad. Can I get one card to see my work has? Yeah, for sure. I didn't see anything about work in the Celtic cross, and why that's a good thing. I think that means that that is a transient thing. That's not. I mean, I saw it a little bit under the top one about keeping structure and things in the workplace has helped, but beyond that, the overall Celtic for your life showed that things are moving in the right direction. So I think that's a good omen that Spirit didn't feel the need to bring out work. Oh, Spirit's like, stay away from the drama at work. You know, well, sometimes I hear things strong. Well, I feel or hear things like sometimes, you know, it sounds silly to say you hear things, but when you're pulling the cards and then, but you know, we all have our own views on stuff. So I want to be honest to be able to share it with those of you that I know you want to hear it. But think about it. Maybe something will come as you're reading or something, some idea of not holding on to a definition. Because sometimes life is just about learning. You know, people say just go with the flow. But yes, thank you for not being mad. Okay. So it's telling you to stay out of the drama. And it's also saying that like the chaos probably will calm down a little bit. I think that's how I would look at it. Queen's still here. Isn't it so late for you, Queen? Thank you for still sticking around. Because like, you know, before, I know I should finish it, but like sometimes like that I'll hear things or feel things, even those yes and no ones, like people will come in and ask something really simple and I get all these like crazy cards and crazy energy and I was like, oh no. And if I don't say something, it's like when a little piece of like hair keeps sticking out behind your ear or something. It's just it just nags at you. Anyway, at least that's how, ever since I was little and I learned to read, that's how it started. I know I've seen tarot readers, especially online, like they can just be like, blah, 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 this is what this means, and it's done. I'm like, oh, not have all those voices. Okay. So yes, so basically overall things should calm down. Oh, but things are not going to feel the greatest. They might not feel chaotic, but you might feel a little spent at work, like a little like taxed out, a little overburdened, a little used, like people are not used, like, but people are really relying on you a lot. Oh no, as soon as I say that. So yeah, you're going to feel, okay. So there's still a little bit of stress in work. Okay. Unfortunately. Ooh. I think things are going to calm down, but it's not going to be without its own growing pains. Overall, what can she do? Overall. Okay, so look for, I'm going to pull from that stress deck, and then we'll call it a, where's the stress deck? Where's the stress deck? Okay. So ultimately, yeah, there's going to be growing pains involved. I think things will calm down a little, but I don't know if it's just because you're going to get used to the craziness, or it's just the craziness, the chaos is going to shift to like just feeling defeated a little bit temporary, but I think it's temporary. There will be a fresh start, a new leaf. I don't know if there's going to be somebody new coming into work, a new colleague, or a new procedure, or a new like plan or something, but eventually, based on the cards, it might not be sooner than later, but let's see. Okay, so we asked surrender, so I wanted to know what you had to, I don't know why I call this the stress deck. It's not, but anyway, it says to surrender, to rest and sleep. So I think maybe in work, like, I think there's a lot going on. People are putting a lot of onus on you to like do things, or giving you responsibilities that might not necessarily be yours, and you're like a good person trying to take all this into account, and it's a lot. But so it's telling you here to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. First and foremost, take care of yourself, look after your physical needs. That's super important, as we all know. And I was, when we go back to your Celtic and we saw like your Empress and your Queen of Cups and stuff, I think sometimes that stuff comes from feeling more rested, being in flow, doing your exercise, your meditation, your activities, sewing, art, whatever, like feeling one with the seasons and things like that. So make sure to get enough rest and sleep, and to do things that also make you feel restful. Like if sewing makes you feel restful, that's also really important. Okay. So anyway, that's what we have for you. Okay. Thank you so much for coming by, everybody, dropping by and letting me read for you. Did I No, of course. I love being able to pull cards for people like that I trust. And I'm happy that there's people like you and Queen and Eva and the Moon, and also there's a few other people too, and Elf and stuff, like, who, even though it's online, that it's similar to some of my personal readings in person. Like, you can develop that safety there. It's just sometimes the barrage of other readings that can be there. But anyway, I'm tired because I'm talking so much. Was there anybody else that I promised I would do a card for, and I told them they could come back and they didn't? If I did, and you stayed till the end, can you put your question in the comments, and I'll try and get to them next time? If I told anyone that, I can't remember. Unless anybody else remembers. Yes. Take care, everybody. I'm wondering if I should. Okay, was there anybody here that was watching that had wanted a yes and no, a simple yes and no, that I told to stay till the end? If so, speak now. I'm saying a simple yes and no without clarification. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a night. Okay, so I was about to pull a card, and I said a general message for the group, and it said we have 4 of Swords. So I think this is the sign for those of us in this time zone to retire, and for those on the other side of the world to start their day. Okay, thank you everyone for joining me. I appreciate everyone sharing their energy, and I'll try and be back on here again soon. Okay, thanks again. Bye.